Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are here for the first of many international fixtures that are going to be taking place today. This one is Italy taking on the All Blacks, and it should be a very exciting one. And we have got a whole heap of you in the chat already. I do appreciate every single one of you for being here. Unfortunately, my Wi-Fi was like, yeah, no, you're not doing this one right when we wanted to start. But at this stage, it does seem to be smooth now. So hopefully everyone is doing well. We are only around 17 minutes away from the kickoff as well, which is very exciting news. And yeah, hopefully it is going to be a very good game of rugby to watch. The first of many that we are going to get to see. Japan versus Ireland is going to be taking place at the exact same time of this game as well. And then after that, we have got England versus Tonga, Wales versus South Africa, and then to close it out this evening or morning, I guess you could say, by the end of it, it is going to be France taking on Argentina. But I see that we've got a whole heap of people in the chat already. We have got their Go All Blacks in there as well. And yeah, do let me know your score predictions in the chat. I did see a prediction of could be maybe a century. I do see there in the chat from Steve Smith. Who knows? Maybe the All Blacks will be able to go very well in this game. It is going to be played in Italy, Ireland 39-21 of Japan as well. And all time zones are right for this as well, says Katie Dixon. Yeah, I know a lot of Kiwis doing an all-nighter to be able to watch all the rugby that we have got. But what I am going to be doing very quickly, I am going to be trying to do what I did for one of the Gallagher Premiership live streams that we did a little while ago, and that will involve having two games of rugby in front of me. But this is Italy starting lineup to look out for. Garbisi and number 10, definitely one to look out for, and also Monty Ioane out on that left wing side. He's going to be one to watch for this match as well. Riccioni, decent player for Saracens, I believe he is signed for at the moment in the Gallagher Premiership, so it will be interesting to see how he can go in that front row as well. And of course, Katie, and also 47-14 for New Zealand. And also we have got the 1,005-3 to the All Blacks on Sunday. Rugby tomorrow, yes, as well, says LaBelle there. Yeah, we have got also the game between Wallabies and Scotland that will be taking place at around 3:30 a.m. tomorrow night. Let's go, Fredo, as well in the chat from Obi Snape. But yeah, this is going to be a very exciting lineup for Italy to see what they can do. They haven't played any rugby since the Six Nations, which was a wee while ago. New Zealand, they have gone with a very strong starting lineup. But the thing is, with this New Zealand side, they haven't really gone with all of their best players, you could say, in some of these positions. They are resting the likes of a Bowden Barrett. Also, no sign of TJ Perenara and Artie Savia. All of those names are names that could have been in the starting lineup, but they decided to rest them for that game next week that will be taking place up against Ireland, which is going to be a very important game as well. We have got there, if New Zealand put 50 on Wales, going to put 100 on Italy. 50 is usually about every team puts on Italy in the Six Nations as well, says Steve there. And also, we also have cricket at 11 p.m. tonight, so it's going to be a long day, says Michaela. Yeah, that is going to be, or it will be Black Caps versus Afghanistan in a very important game. Ioane in Italy as well, says Greg. He is indeed plays for Benetton in the URC, and now he is getting the opportunity to play for Italy in this one. He's going to be an exciting player out on the wing. Watch out for him throughout this fixture, because he could definitely make some impact and make maybe some points for Italy. Who knows? I'm really struggling to predict how many points Italy are going to get for this game as well. We have got there in the chat, but there's only so many minutes in a game. No way we score 100 versus Italy as well, says Greek. The Sacred Cow. It could be, I think upwards of 50 to 70 could be on the cards at least in this one as well. Hamish, I had to go to the bank today to put my house on the line for New Zealand to win. Just joking. How's your morning, Pete, as well, says Aiden. It's been very exciting. I've been flat out trying to make all of these lineups and everything for all of the matches that we have got today, because this is the first of many that is going to be taking place. But they are showing the All Blacks at the moment. Josh Lord near the front of the group, and he is going to be excited to get his first start for the All Blacks that he has ever had in this one as well. So I believe, if I'm not wrong, I'm just going to quickly check this. Sky Sport 2 will have the Japan game, and then Sky Sport 1 is going to have this game between the All Blacks and, up against Italy as well. So what we will do is we will go like this, and we will go like this as well, right? We have got all the games up, and we are going to be ready to go for this little moment that we have got coming up very soon. We have got there in the chat as well. Are you watching the Ireland versus Japan versus Ireland game at the same time? I am indeed, mate. We're going to be looking at both of them, letting you guys know exactly what the score is in both fixtures. Same when it does come to Fiji versus Spain at the same time of England versus Tonga. We're going to get to see it once again, all of the rugby going on as well. I wonder how many at the game. It looks like there's a decent amount of people there. There's a few empty seats still. I'm not sure whether or not they did have limitations on how many they were allowed at the ground, but it looks pretty good so far. Hopefully it will be a decently packed crowd for this one. I know that they're expecting about 73,000 for the game at Twickenham. 17 degrees Celsius, 7 miles per hour, so nice conditions to be playing rugby. And we are looking now at Italy in the Six Nations last year. This was the last time that they played international rugby. As you can see, they had a very similar Six Nations as Argentina had for the Rugby Championship, I guess you could say, in terms of the fact that they were unable to get a win in those fixtures. They were working hard, but just not quite able to get themselves over the line to pick themselves up a big win, whereas New Zealand, their last two games that they have played, 104 points to 14 over the US, and then 54 points to the 16 over Wales. So it is going to be exciting to see what they can do. We have got there. New Zealand could possibly score a try a minute. Anything is possible as well, says Steve Smith. And also we have got there Ethan de Groot and Finlay Christie. Oh, yay, as well. Yeah, that's going to be pretty awesome. As we can see here, 7 wins for New Zealand up against Italy as the history books go. But, you know, history's made to be broken, although I'm not sure whether or not this will be the game that it is going to be broken in. And we have got their Haymate as well. And although I will never forget when he ran into that guy's elbow, that was so damn cute as well. That was up against Fiji, wasn't it? If I'm not wrong, Finlay Christie there for that one. But at the moment, the All Blacks, they are looking fired up. They look ready to go for this fixture. And something that we are missing, of course, we are on the Kiwi Lad Sport channel. So because of that, we do not have the emojis. But there he is. He's up in the corner. Kieran, once again, the channel mascot is going to be with us. The stadium's a bit more packed than it is behind me as well. I will mention, and yep, Fiji as well, says Katie Dixon, and oh God, says Obi Snake there, and hey mate, in the chat from Milo as well, or Milo, sorry, is it Milo or Milo? I can't quite remember. I think it was Milo, if I'm not wrong, but welcome into the live stream, mate. And yeah, at this stage, there is plenty more international rugby. We've even got Portugal versus Canada, if that is what floats your boat. That is a game that is going to be taking place in a very short moment as well. And also, we have got their Big K in the house. As I says, greet the Sacred Cow, and I am Groot. Says Obi Snake, of course, Ethan de Groot off the bench for the All Blacks. Going to be absolutely awesome to see what he can do. Also off the bench for New Zealand, they have got Shannon Frizzell returning for the first time in a very long time. Also Sam Whitelock, a very experienced man to come off the bench. Geordie Barrett as well, getting a little bit of a run round, but no sign of having who you would have possibly predicted at number 22, and that was going to be Beauden Barrett. Instead, they have decided to go with David Harvey here. So we'll be interested to see where they decide to slot him in. At the moment, a man is playing the guitar, and he is doing the shredding, as they would say as well, on the guitar at the moment. Fiji putting 100 on Spain, says El Diablo. And also we have got there Karen Ye. And subscribe to the Kiwi Lads main channel if you haven't already, folks, says Steve Smith. Yeah, the pin comment here on the live stream chat is to the main channel. If you guys do want to check it out, we have got Sebastian in the chat as well. All right, hope everyone's well and safe. Marathon begins here. As well, says Sebastian, it does indeed. The All Blacks now running their way out onto the field to the applause of the Italian crowd. I'm very excited for this game because of the fact that you never quite know what to expect for this game as well. We have got the A Sebastian from Michaela there as well, but the two starting lineups, Monty Ioane is the player for Italy that I feel could have the best chance of scoring a try if they do score a try throughout this fixture. And then for the All Blacks, I'm going to say George Bridge will score the first try. I'll stick with the number 11s. And do let me know in the chat who you guys think is going to be scoring the first try of this match. I am just getting my starting lineup and reserves up so that I can keep track of them. But I have also got the lineups for the game between Japan and Ireland, if anyone is interested in that. We will show them quickly just now. This game is going to be taking place at the exact same time. Very strong side for Ireland. Tyke Furlong in the front row, Ronan Kelleher, and also Andrew Porter. What a front row for Ireland that they have got themselves. Johnny Sexton at 10, but I will be keeping you guys updated on the score in that game as well. This is the Japanese starting lineup that they have gone with. Matsushima at the back. Very excited to see him in action. And also Nakamura at number 12 will be a good one to watch out. And Kazuki Himeno, of course, at number 8. But at this stage, the man is still playing the guitar. He's doing it nicely. Monty Ioane out on that wing is one to watch out for in this fixture. Also Garbisi at number 10, very talented player as well. D-Mac to score first, and also All Blacks 110-0 over Italy. And hey, howdy, hey, brother, ready for some blood as well, says Katie Dixon. And let's go. Hey, guys, from Tesla, welcome into the live stream, mate. It is great to see you here for this match. At this stage, there are people dressed as Smurfs in the crowd, that's all right, you know. They blended with the seats, though. The seats are very blue, and so was the paint on the people as well. We have got there. Hope Sexton does well. Ronan O'Gara came out and said he was past the disrespect as well. Says greet the Sacred Cow. So, yeah, hopefully Johnny Sexton does do all right. And that number 10 jersey, you know, that they've got Carberry, and also another option is going to be maybe... who was the other one? Byrne, I think, is their other option that they might go with in the future. But we did find out that the number 10 for England, Owen Farrell, he is not going to be starting the match due to the fact that he did test positive. So because of that, it does mean that they are going to be missing him for that fixture. And more than likely, I believe Marcus Smith will be the man starting that one. But at this stage, what we will do quickly is at this stage, Ireland are still in the huddle. inside of their changing room. So because of that, we are still waiting a little bit longer before we get to see that match kick off in 7 minutes as well. So there's going to be action flat out for us in the rugby world. Anyone who is watching in New Zealand, you have got Sky Sport 1 for the All Blacks versus Italy game, and then Sky Sport 2 will be Japan versus Ireland if you do want to check that one out as well. Amazon Prime is streaming the game for free for people in the UK, but Prime gave us a middle finger to everybody else as well, says Katie Dixon there. And also we have got there, I'm ready, says Sebastian. And also we have got there Farrell Positive, that sucks, as well as says Great, the Sacred Cow. Yeah, it's very fortunate that they have somehow been able to only restrict it to, I believe, him and someone in the back did also test positive. Other than that, though, I believe England are still good to go, which is a little bit of a scary thing to have. Definitely when you're supposed to be in those bio bubbles, kind of things sneaking in when you don't really want them to. Definitely not with England versus Australia, and also I believe their game after that is going to be South Africa. So two massive games for themselves. But at this stage now, the All Blacks, they are out on the field, and we are about to hear the national anthem. But Johnny Sexton leading Ireland out for his game as well, which is pretty awesome. At this stage, we are just looking at the All Blacks singing the national anthem. I'm not seeing a Javo, which means maybe he is still restrained at this point. But Safa Mo, I'm seeing him, the bulldozer, who will be coming off the bench. Very dangerous player, talented as you can get as well. So this is going to be exciting to see what he can do off the bench. But Dane Cole's actually getting the start in that starting lineup, which is pretty awesome to see. It's definitely because of the fact he has only recently returned from injury as well. We have got there in the chat as well. Posh Garden Party plays, music plays in the background as well, says Katie Dixon there. At this stage, they are showing Ian Foster. We haven't had Ian Foster on a stick out in a little while. I just realized I will have to try and locate him. I believe he's kind of underneath the Ranfurly shield and whatnot. That was a weird way of saying it, but we have still got him, Ian Foster. He's looking a little bit worse for wear, but perhaps if they lost this game, the All Blacks, he would definitely end up feeling the same way in real life. Who will lead the huck? I believe they'll go with Dane Coles, who will get to start this one. Hope the Italians ate their pasta before the game. They're going to need it as well, says Steve Smith, and also Dane Coles surely, says Dwayne, and also All Blacks 74 to 12. Good morning, Amish, as well, says McKenna. Welcome in to the live stream, mate, and Fozzie in the chat from Greet the Sacred Cow. The stage we have got the New Zealand national anthem, and then we will be ready to go in the next fixture, or at the start of this fixture, I should say. But there are that many games of international rugby that are going to be taking place today that I'm just so excited about it as well. So I will mention anyone who is new, be sure to leave a like. Also subscribe to the channel. I feel like we should try and set a big goal for either subscriber or likes on these live streams. We will try and go for, what are we sitting on at the moment? Tell you what, should we aim for the goal of 500 subscribers by the end of tonight? Pretty much just over and over again, we have got live streams. See whether or not we can do it. 74-12. It's a good shout, actually, as well. Says Greet the Sacred Cows, and Dane Coles will score a try as well. Says Novmum, and also come on, Javo 69, tackle the ref as well. Says Sebastian there. But at the moment, we have got the Italian national anthem. You can see Monty Ioane there, and he is certainly going to be one to watch out for throughout this fixture, out on that left wing side for this fixture. Also, I would say Minozzi at number 15. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. 500 subs by halftime as well, says Katie Dixon. I mean, that would be very, very impressive indeed. That is for sure. And also, we have got their 500 subs by halftime, and Bowden Barrett first points as well. Says Obi Snake, although he is not going to be playing throughout this fixture, Bowden Barrett, unless that is someone else, BB. But I believe Bowden Barrett is the only one. He is not going to be on the starting lineup or the bench for this fixture as well. 500 subs by the first try as well, says Sebastian there. And also, we have got there, I'm sticking to 61-8. As well for the prediction. But yeah, this stage, the first of many games that we are going to get to see. Do let me know what game you are most excited for, ladies and gentlemen. We have got this one that has taken place. Then the next game we are covering England versus Tonga. Third game, Wales versus South Africa. And then the fourth and final of the night, it is going to be Argentina taking on France as well. We have got Johnny Blaze in the chat. What's up, everybody? Let's go as well. Says that Johnny, welcome in to the live stream, mate. Hope you are excited for all of the rugby that we are going to get to see today. Just all around the world as well, in the name of all Joe Marler as well, says Katie Dixon. Also, we've got there, AB's going to demolish Italy. Sorry for any Italian fans. And also, just realized they haven't yet subbed to this channel, only your other one, so that's one as well. Says Greet the Sacred Cow. Thank you very much, mate. And also, if only Italy had 10 Piracies, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, as well, says Steve Smith. And also, we have got there, kia ora, mate. Once again, thank you so much for the live chat as well, says too. No worries, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. It is a random hour in the morning here in New Zealand, sitting at 2 a.m., but it is certainly worth it getting up for these games because of the fact that I absolutely love doing these. The haka is about to take place for the All Blacks here, and Ireland versus Japan will be a good game. It will indeed. I have got it here, and I have got the game between the All Blacks and Italy sitting here as well, so I am going to be doing a watch along, I guess you could say, for this one as well. So we'll keep you guys updated on the score in the Ireland versus Japan match. I feel like that could be a relatively close one. Ireland, they've got some good players, but Japan always play with that passion, although it is going to be an Ireland home ground. I think I spelled his name wrong as well, says Steve Smith there. Is it Garbisi? No, it wasn't Garbisi. Could be Garbisi. Is it? Maybe? Not too sure. Do let me know. At this stage, the haka is about to take place, and Dane Coles is going to be leading it for this fixture. To the bro, your name is epic as well, says Greet the Sacred Cow. And also we have got there leader Ush from Johnny Blaze, and also same Nicola in it there. But yeah, Dane Coles, due to the fact no Aaron Smith, no TJ Perenara for this fixture. Starting at 9, it will be Brad Weber, and then at 10, they have actually gone with Richie Moonga, so it's going to be an awesome combo to see how those two go. But Shannon Frizzell, we can see him there. He has returned to the lineup for the All Blacks. Sam Cane at the front. He is the captain for this fixture as well. Sergio Parisi, I think, as well. And I am only awake, or I only stay awake for cricket and rugby as well, says Michaela. Yeah, at this stage, I don't think I've missed a game of the Cricket World Cup lately. I keep on getting up in the middle of the night, but that is a haka done for the All Blacks. They look fired up, and this is going to be a very exciting fixture because of the fact Dane Cole's leading the haka. Also, it was Sam Cane as the captain for this fixture, with Sam Whitelock coming off the bench as well. We've got a few Sams at the moment, that is for sure. Question part 1, will the ABs whoop Italy more severely than the USA? Question part 2, will Italy enjoy a whooping as much as the USA did as well, says Katie Dixon. I would say it's probably a no and no there. I think that it is going to be a relatively runaway game for the All Blacks, but I'm hoping that it doesn't get as high as that 100 or so. Hey, Scrumley, some good things. Hope all is good on your side of the world as well. It's Johnny Blaze on rugby, cricket, MMA, and Formula 1 are the only things I'd wait for as well. Me too, brother. Ganja and rugby, best combo in life as well. I reckon Japan versus Ireland will be close. Yeah, I feel like Japan are one of those sides you can never quite count them out because they will always be right there throughout the whole fixture. So hopefully we do get to see that in this one as well. But at this stage, we are getting very, very close to the kickoff of this fixture. Italy have a Ioane as well. They do indeed. Monty Ioane, he is one to watch out for into this fixture because he's very good. Very good at what he does, Monty Ioane. Plays for Benetton, and he was actually part of that side that did win the Rainbow Cup originally. Scotland versus Australia will be the game of the weekend as well. That game is a hard one to pick, and Steve, you'll be right on the fence, I assume, in terms of who to go for in that fixture, but it's going to be a very good one, and we are going to be covering it on the channel tomorrow night as well. Johnny, you legend, mate. Much love as well, and I'm struggling to stay awake, but for rugby, I must as well, says that Johnny Blaze. And as long as you don't do what you mentioned in the Discord, Johnny, you should be able to stay awake a little bit longer. I believe it at this stage now. They are showing Monty Ioane. The All Blacks will be kicking off this fixture, and they will be going from left to right for this one as well. But Moonga will have the ball in hand. Sam Cane is captain, and Coles as haka leader. It felt like we would never see it as well, says Sebastian there. Monty, the nephew of Digby Ioane, as well, former Wallaby, says Dwayne there. So there you go. He is a very talented player. He's got good bloodline as well, I guess you could say, at this stage now. Going to be exciting. Richie Moonga back in the starting lineup. Did miss the last game. Bowden Barrett was able to get that start, but Moonga coming off the bench and almost slotting in at 12 for that last one. But now Richie Moonga is kicking this one off. He has kicked it high as well. So the All Blacks looking to try and retain this ball straight away. Taken nicely though by it was Fusa, who was able to take that one nicely just outside of the 22 for Italy. And the important thing for Italy here is to try and hang on to the ball as long as they can throughout this fixture. If they end up giving the All Blacks too much possession, that is where it can go downhill. This stage it is the box kick from their number 9 going high, and Damian McKenzie takes it, lands on his head almost though. And it was an awkward one, and at this stage now, it is going to be the All Blacks who have still got that one. I didn't like the way that Damian fell there. He's just a trampoline. Anytime he goes down, he just bounces back up, and now Moonga passes it back now into the hands of Tupavai, who's already got a little bit of strapping on the head, maybe had a hard warm-up in this one. Moonga with the card-out pass now, gives it to George Bridge, who now sees the space and is backing himself as well. 40 metres out here for the All Blacks. 30 metres out. It's going to be the penalty for the double movement, not releasing, and it is going to be the penalty to Italy. We have got there looking forward to the classic All Blacks magic as well, says Mark. And also we have got the D-Mac is small, but what a nugget as well, says Greet the Sacred Cow. And also I'm rooting for Scotland, Hamish. I grew up supporting Scotland. Can't wait. Yeah, I feel like the stage Scotland's going to be a good pick in that game, purely because of the fact that they have got the return of Stuart Hogg, return of Finn Russell, Duan van der Merwe as another player as well. Whereas for the All Blacks, not for the All Blacks, for the Wallabies, they have lost Quay Cooper, Samu Karevi, and Reece Hodge. So it's kind of like they're getting their players injected back in Scotland, whereas Australia having a few taken out who have been key for them throughout the match as well. D-Mac is a tough lad as well, says Sebastian. He is indeed at this stage now. It is going to be thrown in for the line out, but it is loose. And it's going to be taken now for Brad Weber with the All Blacks. Josh Lord, no, it's Jacobson trying to drive his way forward. Sam Kane with the clean out, goes back to Moonga now. Quinton Pyer slinging it back. Braden Inor, loose Gary there, but it is going to be going back for the original advantage for the knock-on at line-out time. And just inside of their own half, they will have the scrum feed. We have got that. Kia ora, mate. Thanks, Sacred Cal, for your comment as well. Says do there. And also we have got there, for a peewee-sized man, much like I am, D-Mac is pretty tough. And how tall is D-Mac? I believe, I want to say he's about 150. No, 150. That is way too short. 172 we'll go with for Damian McKenzie. I am going to Google it, though. He is 176. So he's actually only a couple centimeters shorter than myself, which, I mean, I am definitely not getting whacked by the big forwards and then just getting back up as if nothing happened. Ireland is playing in maroon as well. They are indeed. I've just seen they're in the purple for this fixture, which is a little bit interesting due to the fact that I guess, although it's a home game for them, isn't it? So there must be a reason behind it, I assume, if I'm not wrong. And also, D-Mac is like a hobbit as well. Says Obisek, and the bookie odds are virtually tied for that match. Can't even decide, or even they can't decide a favourite. Yeah, it's very tough, that is for sure. That one's been kicked in behind there by the All Blacks, and now inside of their own 22. It will be Minozzi now, who's kicking it down towards the touchline, and he has been able to find touch now. But Italy, I keep on almost saying Italia, but Italy at this one, they're going to be one of those sides that it will be important that they close out the first half well. Let's go All Blacks as well, says Leonard there. The All Blacks coming that one on the 45-metre line now. Quinton Pyer with a good carry, just driving his way forward. Now Weber passes it back across to Hoskins, the 2-2. Weber now once again recycling it back. Jacobson almost going through the gap. A great low tackle on him. And at the moment, Italy, they haven't missed too many tackles so far. And the big question as well in this fixture is, will the All Blacks play an all-out attacking game like they did up against the USA, or will they have to be a little bit more strategic? Quick hands here. And now George Bridges got the space down the wing, but it was just a little bit forward. So because of it now, it will be the scrum feed. But Italy, we have got there. How tall is Retallick? Like 7 foot as well, says Steve Smith. Yeah, I think he's like 6'8" or something like that, Brody Retallick. Feel like we're going to know every single player's height by the end of this one. He is 2.04 meters. How tall is that in inches? I'm not too sure about the inches side of it, but certainly a tall individual, Brody Retallick, compared to Damian McKenzie, I guess you could say. And also we have got there, he's only like 10 centimeters taller than me as well, says Michaela. And also we have got there, Hubby 2K has said show us the game. Unfortunately, due to licensing, Ireland just scored the opening try of that match up against Japan, and it was actually James Lowe who was able to do it. But yeah, due to licensing, if it was to show any match footage or audio, we would get taken straight off YouTube. But instead of showing it, we are going to be doing the commentary, and then I can tell you, All Blacks YouTube channel after the game will have the highlights of this fixture as well. Holy moly as well, says Greet the Sacred Cow. And also we have got there in the chat as well, Michaela, and I challenged D-Mac to a tackle contest. We are pretty sure we can smash him as well, says Katie Dixon there. And now at this stage, it is going to be the scrum feed for Italy. Bundyar keep passing out on the outside. Then quick hands from Conan for James Lowe to score the opening try of that fixture up against Japan. And it just looked a little bit too simple for the draw and pass there. At this stage, Ireland getting off to a very nice start in that fixture. But now at this stage, we have still got the scrum feed. It is going to be Stephen Varney will be starting at number 9 for this fixture for Italy. And it's important that scrum time works out for them. Looks like there's quite a bit of instability there, but it is going to be going in, and it's well done by Italy to keep that ball on their side now. Looking to the short side, sells the dummy now out to the winger. And it is going to be, I believe it was Morty who was dragged down there by the All Blacks, trying to get straight in there. They've won the penalty as well for the not releasing. We have got there, Ireland just scored the first try. They did indeed. James Lowe able to get that. Also, he owes me money as well, says Gary Dixon. I believe that was from Super Rugby, wasn't it, that D-Mac owes you money, if I'm not wrong. But now at this stage, was the All Blacks who were able to get that ball. And now just inside of the 22, just outside, 25 meters out, it is going to be the opportunity for the line out once again here for the All Blacks. Maybe a rolling maul could be on the table here for them if they decide to use it. But I believe it was Hoskins who just got straight in there and was able to get that ball back for the All Blacks. But now George Bowers actually got it at the back of the rolling maul. Dane Cole's trying to shepherd the men forward just a little bit more. Was able to lead the haka for this one. Going to be passing it back now to Brad Weber. Well defended by Italy, though, not letting it march forward. Now Richie Mo'unga. Oh, it's dropped once again by Braden Inor, and it's going to be a counter-attack here for Italy. Stolen back, though, by Quinton Pyer. But they are going back for the advantage once again. How much is YouTube Prime in New Zealand as well? Says Greet the Sacred Cow. YouTube Prime, I assume. Oh, did it hit Braden Inor's hand? I think it just hit him in the chest there, possibly, rather than the knock-on. But like they are saying, they had plenty of space on the outside, but just not quite able to use it. Braden Newell, big hit on him by the Italian number 13, which in this one is Ignacio Brex, was able to make the tackle. Wouldn't mind seeing some of the wrestlers playing rugby. Some of them are freakishly big. I think the Big Show is like 7'1", dwarf most rugby players as well. Says Steve Smith, yeah, dwarf a lot of people, the Big Show. But he's gotten into better shape recently as well, even though he's a little bit older than he used to be. So I feel like it would be interesting seeing him go up for the line out, although you would need two very solid props, like probably Mark Henry and who else have you got who could be a big prop, maybe like a Brock Lesnar chucking him up in the air to be able to catch him. But I'm not too sure how much YouTube Premium is here in New Zealand. I feel like it's like $20 a month or something. Now it's going to be the step from Italy. Big bit of contact there, and Brad Weber, he looks like he's a little bit wobbly here at the moment, Brad Weber, and he might be going off the field. Looks like he is going to be staying down at this stage, Brad Weber. He took a big bit of contact there. Just doesn't look too flash at the moment. Now it is going to be in the hands of Varney once again, rolling the ball back for the box kick from Italy. But they are putting the All Blacks under pressure so far. And at this fixture, going up high, Damian McKenzie not able to take it, and it bounces back on the side of Italy. And now they are going for the counter-attack once again. It's the bounce pass, giving it out. No, Monty Ioane now going to be chasing it with a bit of pace as well. But Sever Reese is going to be able to clean that one up for the All Blacks, and now trying to step. He's throwing it back. It's another knock on. No, it went backwards. It's the call from the referee. This game is being played at a frantic pace at the moment. No, they have said it's a knock on, and now it's going to be the scrum for New Zealand, or sorry, for Italy once again. And Ian Foster, he doesn't look too happy at the moment, the way that this match has started. And also we have the Big Show is like a bear. Did you see him next to Floyd Mayweather as well, says Steve Smith? I remember them fighting at like WrestleMania 24 or something. I think that's the only WrestleMania I have on DVD. And I believe that is the one that he was up against Floyd Mayweather. 67 watching, 27 likes as well. Physically assault the like button, y'all. Much appreciated as well, says Katie Dixon. And also be sure to leave a like. Or you just said that, but also be sure to subscribe. Quick hands there from Japan, and they are trying to get back into that match up against Ireland. That they are 7-0 down at the moment, but Ireland still in the ball back at the moment. They are just going to be checking on Brad Weber a little bit here, I think. And he is going to be replaced by Finlay Christie. So I'm not too sure whether or not it's a HIA or whether it is just the injury. I believe he was bleeding off his nose for a little bit there. He has a son that ran away, and a girlfriend still with us as well. Says that James Gordon also we have got there. I think Auckland is having an internet outage at the moment, says Senza. And yeah, at the moment, I believe I had to reset my modem. I want to say it was around probably 7 times to be able to do this live stream. That is why we were a couple minutes late as well. Hamish, someone still owes me their house and everything that they own from a while ago, and someone was this someone on the stream as well, says Aiden. Yeah, it's one of those ones. People, I believe you've got a multi going for this game, Aiden, and a few of the other ones. Do let me know whether or not they do work out for you by the end of the night as well. But at this stage now, there's once again going to be Stephen Varney putting the ball in for Italy. Big push there from the All Blacks though, but it's going to be available. It's an advantage to Italy, and they might be able to lead this match if they don't get over the line here for the try. It's going to be now their big number 12 getting shunted backwards. It's a good bit of contact there from Quintapai, and they're going back for the penalty. Italy could have the lead in this game if they decide to take on the 3, which they may. Are they going to go for it? I feel like this is one of those ones that they know that 7-pointers are important, and that looks like they are going to be going for it. They have turned down the 3, and fair play to Italy there for the fact that they are going to kick it for the corner rather than going for the 3 points. That just shows how physical they are going to be playing throughout this match. So with the fact that they were willing to turn down that 3 points. And also Joe Rogan is short as well. And also the final 20 minutes will be floodgates. And I was told you it wasn't going to be a 100 score. As well as greet the Sacred Cow. And also we have got the, he's like the size of 3 props as well. Says Steve Smith there. I was talking about my mum and my siblings' guinea pig. And they got a heart attack from our cat as well. So that is not good news that your guinea pig did. I didn't even know guinea pigs could have heart attacks. James Gordon. I guess you learn something new every day at this stage. It is going to be once again in the hands of Italy, only 10 metres out at the moment. Big drive forward from it was Brex once again. Now, if Italy score the opening try of this fixture, that would give them a huge amount of confidence throughout this one. And it is still going to be available for them once again. Going to be Varney passing it back. Good step there from Fischetti. And at this stage, they are saying that it is still available for Italy. Phase after phase at the moment, passing the ball back. Quick hands as well out the back line now. Trying to straighten with the run, but it is going to be Mori who is dragged down once again here. The All Blacks trying to get into the breakdown and steal that ball back, but is not available at the moment. A very small heart being attacked as well. Says great the Sacred Cow. That's going to be a massive cross kick here attempted. Monty Ioane not able to take it. Severis, massive knock on from him. And now once again, it is going to be Italy with the ball in hand. We are 11 minutes into this fixture at the moment, and the All Blacks are still under pressure, rushing forward there from Dane Coles. Up to 8 phases once again here. And if they can keep this pace up, it will be very interesting. I do see that Ireland scored another try as well, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. So they are doing decently at this stage. And it was actually the man in the number 14 jersey who was able to score it for them. So both wingers being able to score for Ireland already. Anything with a heart can have a heart attack as well, says Patrick there. That one's going to be the high kick once again for Italy. And it is going to be the penalty for Italy. Monty Ioane, he was about to be putting that ball down, but there was just that little knock on, and Minosi can't believe it. McKenzie tries to take it. Oh, tell you what. Okay, the referee has just apologized. So like they just said there, it would have been a try for Monty Ioane, but the referee called up the penalty too early. And because of that, it does mean that it is going to be Italy now with this penalty inside of the 22. But tell you what, that was a big moment in the game. That is for sure. They almost were able to get themselves over the line there, Italy. So good kick as well. Now 5 meters out. They are going to have another line out. We have to keep it light, mate. Lots of rugby to go as well, says Sebastian there. And also we have got there as a joke, Katie Pye as well. Says Obi Snake there as a joke for real as well from earlier on for the RIP Guinea Pig. I assume that is. And also go the mighty All Blacks and Hamish and Kieran as well from this old Kiwi who's watching in the shopping centre in Brizzy again as well, says Cindy. So thank you very much for tuning in. Come on, Italy as well there. That's going to be stolen by the All Blacks. 5 meters out. And now at this stage, Hoskins Atutu was the man who did go up, but they are under pressure at the moment. Some funny rugby as well. Says McKenna there. Finley Christie going to be firing it back into the pocket for Richie Moonga. And he is going to be kicking it downfield. It's a penalty though. And it is going to be a penalty to the All Blacks. So because of it, it does mean that they will be able to clear their lines here. And they will have the line out throw as well. At the moment, 14-0. For Ireland in their game up against Japan, starting this match extremely well, 13 minutes, and 13 minutes into this fixture between the All Blacks and Italy. That one almost didn't find touch, but it did in the end, and the All Blacks now have been able to get themselves a good opportunity. But Monty Ioane almost able to score the very first try of this fixture, which would have been extremely impressive. All Blacks need a shaken up as well, says Jake. Yeah, they need to make sure that they don't underestimate Italy, because at this stage, Italy are playing a physical game of rugby. They were almost able to see that one in the line out, but now at this stage, it is going to be going out the back line. Straightening was Braden Enoa. Being able to hang on to it that time now. Oh, Tyrell Lomax has not, though, and it's a knock-on advantage. George Bauer backing himself, but they are going back for the scrum, and it's going to be Italy once again with the scrum feed. So that is about 4 knock-ons against the All Blacks at this stage as well. We have, it's got there, who's your favourite rugby player too? James Gordon from Greet the Sacred Cow, and also we have got there, neutral gender identifying guinea pigs as well. George Bauer, he's actually got a bit of toe when he starts running at Monty Ioane. This game is so frustrating. Certainly hasn't started the way that a lot of people thought that it would for this fixture between the All Blacks and Italy. Definitely for those people who have stayed up till 2 a.m. to be able to watch it. Hopefully we do get to see some tries very soon. Italy at the moment, though, 64% possession up against the 36% of the All Blacks. New Zealand aren't playing that well today as well, says Michaela, although the good news is still very early in the game, 14 minutes in, they can speed it up in the later stages, definitely when they do end up slowing down the opposition. But that's a massive push there from the All Blacks, and they win the penalty at scrum time. Finley Christie thinking about taking it quickly, decides against it though, right. This one's a kickable 3, but I believe the All Blacks will be going for the corner once again. I can't believe the ABs haven't scored yet, as well as Scotty Dixon. And it's good to see the ABs under pressure, but didn't expect it as well. And if Italy win, it's a ravioli red wine. And watching the good fellas tonight as well, says Steve Smith. Tell you what, if they won this game, I believe on the TAB, they were paying about $101 to the All Blacks being unable to have any more money put on them. So it would be the upset. I would say, well, I mean, I don't know whether upset of the decade, but it would be right up there if they were able to win this one, Italy. But now Dane Coles, he will be putting this ball in for the line out, 10 meters out here for the All Blacks and throwing it straight into Pavai, knocking it on though. And it's back into the hands of Italy. Now Monty Ioane tackled high by Richie Moonga. I believe he was falling into it though. And now they are going to be kicking this one downfield. Great kick from Garbisi. And now at this stage, the All Blacks have blown it once again. I know RIP, Mel's friend as well, says Katie Dixon there. And also we have got there, that's the only way to beat the All Blacks, applying pressure as well. I had a pet rat, which when I was a wee chap, I decided to buy him a companion. So I got him a mouse. Next day, spots of blood and no mouse as well, says Obi State. So, okay, the rat didn't really like it, I guess. In that regard, I know that, can mice swim a certain distance, or is it rats that can swim? I know that my dad out at his farm, when he was a child. They actually had a pet rat, and it could swim across the pond. Hoskins Tutu now going to be going forward. Going back now, Finley Christie drawing past here. It's going to be Damian McKenzie backing himself close to the touchline. Puts the ball back in, though. And now very close to the touchline. It's going to be Josh Lord under a huge amount of pressure as well. One of the Italian players is down. It's a penalty to Italy. And at this stage, they are on fire in the early stages. Italy have a Kiwi coach, so they would have learnt a thing or two, even in a short space of time, about how to apply some pressure to our boys as well. Tani, and also we have got the how was I supposed to know? Rats eat boys as well, and also we've got the if those bloody Smurfs in the crowd are too distracting as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, there are quite a few people dressed as Smurfs at the ground, and I assume that they have been able to have a relatively full attendance. They are just checking this one of Richie Mwonga's tackle. Maybe trying to say that it was almost a seatbelt tackle on Monty Ioane, but now at this stage, Italy once again going to be kicking it to the touchline. Rats are pretty cool as well, says Katie Dixon there. And also we have got there the guinea pig head song, and he went out into the forest, and the guinea pig girlfriend that is pregnant as well, says James Gordon. And also we have got there, I think I should be on my fourth glass of blood by now as well, says Katie Dixon there. Yeah, at this stage, 16 minutes into this game, 16 minutes into Ireland versus Japan, and Japan are down 14-0 at this stage. 2 early tries for the wingers of Ireland, James Lowe, and also out on the other wing. I believe, I want to say who it is, but I feel like I might say the name wrong. So what I am going to do, because I did prepare earlier on, it is actually Conway out on that wing who was able to score the other try. Anyone who's wondering who's in the starting lineup at the moment for New Zealand and Italy, Monty Ioane almost scored himself a try. The referee actually apologised for pulling it up too early. And that one, but that one has gone for the touchline from Garbisi, and now at this stage, 45 metres out here, Italy are once again going to be able to have the attack, but the All Blacks, they have gone with this side here, Tyrell Lomax at 3, who is covered by Kieran. Also, we have got the Italy huddle, they are hyped as well, says McKenna. They are loving it at the moment. They are always going to play with passion, and it's something that if they can replicate what they are doing so far in this game, in the Six Nations, it would be absolutely awesome to see them compete with those bigger sides. But now at this stage, it's a penalty to Italy once again. Number 6 in the way is the call. So Luke Jacobson now penalised in this fixture. And Italy at this stage have 6 penalties against the All Blacks so far. And my old Foxy loved rats as well, says Patrick. And also we have got the Kiwi in the Highlands of Scotland. And the other day I found a sleeping hedgehog underneath my bedside table. I haven't seen one of those since New Zealand. Really cute as well. A sleeping hedgehog inside of your house. Why is this on the Kiwi Lads? Sport Not Lads as well, says Xavier. Pretty much the reason is our copyright strike on the main channel that we falsely had put on there is still not removed. So because of it, it does mean, pretty much I'm not going to be able to do those live streams on the main channel up until they do end up kind of fixing that live stream strike. So it is going to be next weekend, hopefully, that we will be back on that channel. But be sure to hit that subscribe button on this one as well, because we are going to be covering plenty more sport. Once again, Italy taking that ball back. Oh, it's ripped back by Josh Lord, though. And now at this stage, they are going to have this one available here for the All Blacks just outside of their 22. But Italy have got them under a lot of pressure at the moment. Yeah, it's going to be Tyrell Lomax just bulldozing his way forward. Italy trying to get in there and steal that one, not quite able to. And Finley Christie now is going to have to put up the box kick. I think the poor wee thing ran to escape the local minx of cat as well, says Tania, because I believe at this stage it's a penalty once again in favour of the All Blacks. But I believe hedgehogs, if I'm not wrong, they actually always follow the same track. So I assume if they are sleeping there at this stage, it means that they might be there tomorrow as well, which is kind of cool, because I believe hedgehogs, anytime you look out at the lawn or anything when there's been a frost, you can kind of see the same trail each day. And that's because they always end up following kind of a similar path. I believe it's hedgehogs that do that anyway. Could be wrong. I was riding a dirt bike, by the way, as well. Says that James Gordon there. And also we have got there, if we don't watch it as well, Italy might be able to win, says McKenna there. Also we have got the OMG, the game is madness. And no hand-to-gland combat we promised as well. Now this stage, it's a knock-on from the All Blacks once again. And Damian McKenzie puts it down now. Italy, the athletes as well, says Rob. And yeah, at this stage, they are just showing maybe all the handling errors that we have seen so far. Damian McKenzie just puts it down. And that is something that is very rare from the All Blacks. We don't normally see another try for Ireland as well, says Assassin. So they are on fire at the moment in the fixture, that is for sure. And it was Johnny Sexton, was it, who was able to score it? No, it might have been Conway, actually. Yes, it was, who was able to pick up a try once again here. So they are 21-0 up at the moment here, Ireland. And also we have got their how's it, mate, what's up with the ABs as well. So Sharp Brown, they are off to a very slow start. 6 handling errors, 6 penalties against them as well. And at this stage, if they're not careful, they could end up getting penalised out of this first half completely. Could end up with a man in the bin very soon. I feel like Spagbowl as well, says Obi. I mean, if you are watching all of the games that we have got on tonight, it does mean that you got plenty of time perhaps for a nice spaghetti bolognese, but now the All Blacks getting straight on the ball, leaving his feet though, and it's a penalty to Italy once again. Leaving the feet there, Hoskins Atutu, and it does end up now with the penalty going the way of Italy as well. I feel like they're only 1 or 2 away. This All Blacks team seems unbalanced as well, says Leonard. And Ian Foster, he looks like he hates everything at the moment. That is for sure, because of the fact that it is not going the way a lot of G as well, says Assassin there. And also we have got there in the chat as well, AB's penalty count is shocking. The ref might be tempted to pull out a card saying, yeah, I feel like that is very close to happening in this one. And Cool used to bring in hedgehogs as a kid and feed them and late autumn and release them. It's to good or to help good or to it's good to help through hibernation as well. Hurts to pick them up though, as I said Steve Smith there. And also did Foster disrespect Italy by playing a C team maybe? As I said Shark Brain, he's still got quite a few good players out there. It just seems to be that they haven't quite been able to click in the early stages of this fixture. But they're certainly going to have to click in the later stages. Somewhere you would say that maybe the All Blacks are lacking just a little bit of experience would be the locking combo, due to the fact they've got 2 men who I believe have less than 10 caps combined. Josh Lord, this is his first start. Tupavai, only debuting, I believe, last year for the Rugby Championship. So they've got to be a little bit careful in the locking situation. Now at this stage, Italy, though, anytime they have juggled the ball, they've been able to regather. And now Dane Cole's getting straight on the ball, or is he? It is available now for Italy once again, and it will be Stephen Varney will be kicking this one high by the looks of it. Yes, he does indeed. And now at this stage, the All Blacks forced back towards their 22, but it's gone out on the full. So it does now mean that it will be halftime. Did you do fireworks today, Hamish, as well, says James? I did not, but I did see a few because of the fact that we're from such a small town with like no real tall buildings. It pretty much means that anyone who's got a fireworks display or anything that they're doing, you can pretty much see it from anywhere as well. It's got the Fozzie is an unhappy man anyway. This game will turn him into a grumpy monster as well, says Sebastian there. And also we have got did the mob pay him a visit as well, says Obi's and also we have got is the score for reals? Are they playing New Zealand Maoris as well? Says Mr. Achilles. Yeah, at this stage, 22 minutes gone in this game. Same amount of time as the game between Ireland and Japan. And Japan, at this stage, are about to concede another try by the looks of it. Beautiful offload there. Gibson Park. Oh, he's just been nailed in the tackle. At this stage now, it's another handling error, I believe, but maybe it is indeed. So now it's going to be Italy who have got the scrum feed once again here. Someone's going to get their ass kicked in something at halftime as well, says McKenna. And also we have got there, if Italy beats New Zealand, I'll eat my rat as well. And also, what if Italy beats New Zealand? Will there be an outcry as well, says Shark Brain? There certainly will be a lot of upset people. Even, to be honest, even if the All Blacks don't score, I would say 40 points in this game, a lot of people won't be impressed with this result. But we've got to give credit to Italy. They are doing phenomenally in the early stages. They're playing physically, and also the All Blacks are just dropping the ball so many times as well. It's got there, I'm going to throw my toys out of the cot soon as well, says Nov Mum. And also, who are the All Blacks? As well, says Rob. And also, we have got there, did Italy just win a scrum as well? She's Sharp Brain. They're doing nicely so far, Italy. They've actually had quite a few penalties, and something that I hugely respect from Italy in this fixture is the fact they haven't been taking on the 3-pointers. Anytime they've had a kicking opportunity, they're like, you know what? We're going to go for the 70, and maybe I should have put $20 on Italy as well, says Aiden. Did you put any money on New Zealand in the end, Aiden? Do let me know. And also, we have got there, I haven't seen Ireland play well in a long time as well, says Assassin. And yeah, at the moment, looking very strong in this one. I think they're just checking to see where the injury came from for Fasciati. And it looks like, did he end up just leading in? I'm not too sure what happened, or actually it was Fusa, there. And also, what's good, Kiwi lads, my buddy as well, says Pila. Welcome into the live stream, mate. It is great to see you here, even though we are in the middle of the night for New Zealand. We are going to be continuing to go throughout the whole night up until 11 a.m. is the last fixture we are covering. And also, I put New Zealand in my $10 multi as well, says Aiden there. And how on earth is it only 0-0 as well, says Ryan. At the moment, Italy have been the better of the two sides. Australia winning their game up against West Indies, by the way, in the cricket, for anyone who is wondering. Now, at this stage, it is going to be Italy who have still got their scrum feed looking to the short side now, and it's a nice Salah, the dummy. Great step as well from the 15, Minorsi, though. Trying to find the offload to their number 8, and it didn't quite work out. Sever Reese now taking this one 40 metres out from their own line here. The All Blacks, Lord, getting one of his burst carries of this one. And what do the All Blacks do here? Do they decide they're actually taking on the kick, which just shows how well Italy are playing? Normally, they just keep on running it out, see whether or not they can break through. But at this stage now, it's going to be Italy putting up the box kick. Chased hard here by Gabisi, not quite able to line it up, and McKenzie takes it nicely for the All Blacks, 45 metres out from their own line. We have got there. Fozzie was underestimating the Italians as well, says El Diablo. And also, will this end in another draw? Is there a hurricane coming through as well? Says Sharkbrain. I don't believe we'll have a draw here for this fixture. I feel like the one out of any of the games this weekend that could be a draw is probably Scotland, Australia, just because of the fact that those two seem to be very evenly matched on paper. We have got there. Italy is surprisingly good so far as well. Says here, they're playing very well at this stage, Italy. And the All Blacks just having too many handling errors. Italy defense is great as well, says Rob. Yeah, they've been working on it hard. You can tell since the Six Nations that they've really been trying to improve Italy, and it has been working for them. They haven't really had a lot of time to train either, but Riccioni now going to be carrying it forward, and it's a penalty there to the All Blacks for not releasing. Severus decides against taking it quickly. Physicality of the Italians is like playing the Ireland as well, says the Ox. And also we have got there a little bit earlier on. I did end up missing one, which did say about, how do you go from someone like Steve Hansen to Fozzie as well? No offense to him personally, but it seems so lackluster and boring compared to Hansen as well. And also a little bit earlier on, we did have there as well. We did have the ABs decided to go part-time for this fixture as well, says Tanya. And at this stage, you would think so because they just haven't quite been working out. But this is where the captaincy side of Sam Cane is really important because of the fact that they haven't got a Sam Whitelock. They haven't got Artie Savia. This is Sam Cane's first game back as captain. Hasn't got the best record as captain, I'll be honest, but it's how he tries to build up the confidence of the boys. That's going to be knocked backwards, and it's still available for the All Blacks. Now, Sam Cane straightening, nailed in the tackle there. 15 metres out, Dane Coles dragged down to the ground as well. Josh Lord now trying to work his way forward, straight on the ball. On the far side, they are going back for the original penalty, for the original scrum, I should say. And also we have got there, Fozzie made a bad selection for this game as well. And also, damn Tesla, that better as well, says Diablo. And ABs are looking like my first 15 high school team as well. And I meant full-time score, Italy 0 and New Zealand 0. Tell you what, if that was the case, there would be a lot of angry people. That is for sure. Sam White, like over Sam Cane all the way for captaincy as well, says Ed. Yeah, this stage he will be coming off the bench in the second half, Sam Whitelock. So it will be interesting to see what kind of impact he can have alongside, I feel like the likes of, Shannon Frizzell. He hasn't played in a very long time, but, he's going to bring that physicality in the later stages. Maybe David Harvilli for a bit of stability and Geordie Barrett as well in that back line. Yeah, blame our coach for it. Wanting to play Team B or C. Rico Bodie and Will Jordan as well, says Tesla there. And yeah, at the moment, 22-0 for Ireland in their game up against Japan, doing very, very nicely. And it is going to be Riccioni who will be going off the field for the blood bin here by the looks of it. He actually plays very well for Saracens in the Gallagher Premiership. So it is a shame to see that he is injured at the moment. But I will mention anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to leave a like, also subscribe, because we are on the road. We're going to try and hit 500 subscribers by the end of the day. We are sitting on 403 at the moment. So we've hit the 400. So if you haven't already, be sure to leave that like. Also, be sure to vote in that poll who you think is going to be winning this game. How many first-class players can you remove from a team before it becomes a D team as well? Says Shark Brain. It's a tough one. I always like the term B team and C team and whatnot. I always find pretty tough to kind of decipher who is kind of in which grade, I guess you could say, because of the fact that they're all international players. So I consider the team type thing. But yes, they have got a few more younger players out there. But I would say that like a D team for the All Blacks, I don't think any team can get a D team out there on the field. Cool, nothing cuter than finding a hedgehog. Shame they become less common to see every year since we have got there. Something needs to be done to protect them as well, says Steve Smith. And also we have got there, was it another try for Conway? Did he just get himself the third? I believe not. They just missed out. I'm in for Cake Mate as well, says McKenna. No chance of the ABs 0-0, as I can't even recall a scoreline that when the ABs have played as well, says the Ox. And also we have scored another try, says Assassins. Are they going to be checking it at this stage? Knock on once again from the All Blacks, only 10 metres out. And Quintapaya drops it this time. Italy at this stage, I'm not sure whether or not it is exactly where they are tackling. That just seems to be completely on point. But every time they make contact with the All Blacks are putting the ball down at this stage. And Monty Ioane and the crowd, you can hear them getting behind the Italian side. We have got there, who's going to score the first try, said Ed. I said either Monty Ioane or George Bridge for my prediction for the number 11s. But at this stage, Ioane actually could have had that try earlier on if they did end up, that's very close in the game between Japan and Ireland. Who's going to be able to get that one down? We have got there. He was so cute. Sent me right back to my childhood in Auckland as well, says Tania there. And also we have got that 500 subs before the first try. Doesn't look so bad now, does it? Yeah, tell you what, it could be the case, I guess, depending on how it goes. But yeah, at this stage, All Blacks with a massive push at scrum time, and they've been able to steal it. Finley Christie takes it. Metre short of the line, he's over, is he? They're going to be checking it to see whether or not it is double movement, and if he was held, but that could be the first try of this fixture, and it might be Finley Christie who was able to get it as well. They have called it a no try in the game between Japan and Ireland as well. We have got the Ireland playing like ABs playing like Ireland as well. Says Sharpbrain, they are going upstairs to see whether or not this one has been lost. This game is a little similar to that Fiji game, but knowing the All Blacks, they'll regroup and wake up eventually, especially with a draw as well, says Sammy Sosa. Excellent. Everyone's up for cake. Better than our performance so far as well, says Stadio. And also, hello, Katie, I'm fine. About to cry if All Blacks don't score soon, though, says Tesla. Okay. So Finley Christie has been able to put that one down. So I believe we have just seen the first try of the match for Finley Christie or the All Blacks or anyone like that. So we are going to add him to the try scorers list. And tell you what, no one would have predicted that it would be Finley Christie who scored the first tries. We've got to remember Brad Weber actually came off the field in the earlier stages. He's failed his HIA as well, Brad Weber. So that is huge due to the fact that that will just mean that Finley Christie and Perenara will be the two men for the next couple of weeks. But Finley Christie has been able to score the first try of the match. Took them 27 minutes, though, which is absolutely incredible work from Italy. But now we will have to wait and see how that changes the momentum in this game. But Finley Christie scoring it in the 27th. We will go like that as well. That is the first try, and it should be an easy one to convert as well. We have got the about time as well. Says not by the night, says Assassin there as well. And also greetings from Malaysia, says MH Shirley. Welcome into the live stream once again, mate. It is great to see you for this one. And this game is like a sparring session, so no pressure as well, says the Ox. And also we have got that whangarei here where you're all watching it from, says Makina. Yeah, we have got people all around the world normally who do watch these ones. So do let us know, ladies and gentlemen, where you are watching from. Have we got any Italian viewers at this stage? But at this stage as well, both games sitting 28 minutes through. Ireland winning 22-0 and New Zealand now leading 7-0 in this one. This is a huge contrast to the Ireland game where the Shamrock boys are in a commanding 22-0 lead over Japan as well. Who is this Christie fella? As well, says Jack Brown. It is Finley Christie. Came off the bench due to the fact that Brad Weber has failed his HIA, which is a shame because it does mean now that the stocks at lock and also the stocks at halfback for the All Blacks is going to be a little bit, I guess you could say, slimmer at this stage as well. But the All Blacks just inside of their own 22, and Damian McKenzie is kicking it downfield, looking for a little bit of a good clearance. It's going to be straight into the hands of Minozzi now. Looking like he's going to be firing the high boot and trying to line this one up. Finley Christie jumping for it as well. Taken nicely by Christie, and now he's breaking the line, trying to find the offload, and he does give it back to Sam Kane. Richie Morgan now going for the 50-22 by the looks of it, if it does find touch, but Monty Ioane is there to take it, passes it back across field. And Garbisi kicking it for the touchline. It's a good kick downfield as well. McKenzie decides to take it quickly. The All Blacks trying to speed up and trying to keep the pressure on. George Bridge now with a bit of a step. It's been dragged down just inside of the half of the All Blacks. They've got their penalty advantage as well. Quick hands from Vi. Another fumble, and that is going to be the penalty as well. Any Antarctica views yet as well, says Steve Smith. Not quite, I don't believe, but as soon as we have someone from Antarctica who does tune in, it would be absolutely awesome. I believe it's going to be 10 metres march forward, is it? For them here, the All Blacks. Yes, they did say just getting a little bit too overexcited. So because of that now, it does mean, I'll tell you what, Richie Morgan, a great kick there, 5 metres out now, and they have got another chance. We have got there, Rely, my Kiwi daughter, or Riley, sorry, my Kiwi daughter living in the UK, says hi to the Kiwi lads as well. So welcome in to the live stream, Riley. Hope you are having a great day. And at the moment, it must be a decent afternoon time for yourself if you are in the UK. So hopefully you are enjoying the live stream so far, Steve Smith. I was in Antarctica last week, bro, visiting them aliens, as says Tesla there. Also, we have got there. Much love to our millions watching from Antarctica. Imagine, I'm wondering what a penguin's reaction would be to a YouTube video. And I feel like no one's done it before. Actually, no, someone probably has done it before in like a zoo or something. Dane Cole's now rolling more, starting a really great forward here for the All Blacks. Dane Cole's down, and Dane Cole scores now for the All Blacks, and they have been able to pick up themselves their second try now, and it is 30 minutes in, and Dane Cole's now hasn't been able to score it. And now you question whether or not Italy will start to slow down more and more throughout the later stages of this first half, but they play phenomenally in the early stages. Who is Moonga as well, says Obi Stickett. Also, we have got their big ups to the science peeps watching from Antarctica as well, says Hone there. And also, let the floodgate open, says McKenna as well. And also, we have got there, what did I tell you? Dane Coles will score a try as well, says no, mum, you did indeed. And he has just been able to score at the rolling maul just off the back there. Dane Coles back from his calf injury. That did keep him out for a little while. Hamish is probably the closest to Antarctica on this stream as well, says it was Johnny Blaze. And also, we have got there watching Alien versus Predator. Does not count as well, says Steve. And also, All Blacks just needed to make points to gain the momentum as well. Yeah, it's one of those ones. I believe the discipline has started improving for the All Blacks here. So as long as they don't let Italy get too many more penalties in their favour, I feel like they could keep on trying to build up here. But Richie Mo'unga, once again, will be kicking this one for the touchline. But I will mention anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is hugely appreciated, all you guys supporting these live streams. This is the first of 4 we are doing today. The next one is going to be England versus Tonga, which is going to be starting at around that 4:15 mark here in New Zealand. 6:30 is going to be Wales taking on South Africa. That's a big game that is coming up. That one has gone over from Mo'unga. And now at this stage, 14-0 for the All Blacks over Italy. And then the last game we are going to be covering is France versus Argentina, which is going to be probably the most underrated fixture of the weekend, I would say, due to the fact that no one's probably expecting that one to be a real close encounter. That's a brilliant quick tap taken there for Ireland. But at this stage, Japan have been able to clean it up at the back as well. I've been here for a while, and I've come to the conclusion that Hamish is an alien as well, says Tesla. I mean, to be fair, you're probably not completely wrong there, because you guys have never seen me drink any fluid. So, like, I must magically just somehow stay hydrated. And also, I'm up at random hours of the night. So I guess, it's either a vampire or an alien. We'll take one of each, I guess. We also got there. I'm looking forward to Wales versus South Africa. And yeah, we are going to be covering it onto the channel as well. Taro said, I feel sorry for the Italians in the crowd who've come to watch the ABs as well, says Taro. Yeah, at this stage, another knock on from the All Blacks, and now Monty Ioane on the halfway line. Bit of a step there from Monty Ioane, shunting his way through, still going 40 metres out here for Italy, and they are going to be on the attack once again. Here we have got the aliens, you are a vampire as well, says Novmum. Quick hands there from the All Blacks. Dane Cole's trying to line the man up, and now at this stage it is going to be Maury down the wing. Offload on the inside through the hands of Italy. And it is the knock-on, unfortunately, for them, but they were in a good position there. Dane Coles has scored a few tries in his career now, watching from Easter Island as well, says Jazz. So welcome into the live stream, and our man has rugby IQ and the fastest speech as well, says Tesla there. It was a good tackle in the end from George Bridge. Almost last-ditched effort from the All Blacks to try and stop Italy from being able to score their first try. Vamps are bad after midnight as well, says Patrick. And also we've got the X-Files theme tune used to creep me out as a kid as well. And also Hamish outs himself as an alien by admitting he consumes no fluids as well. Yeah, I feel like it's quite tricky. What makes you an alien? I mean, I know probably coming from a different planet's probably a good start. Or Jameson Gibson Park just scored a try for Ireland, so they are now sitting in a very good position, and that is another try for themselves there. And I'm going to watch the Japan-Ireland game. Disappointing by as well, says Taro. We will see you later on, mate. Yeah, Jameson Gibson Park at the moment, scoring the 4th try of the match for Ireland, and they're 127-0, says Assassin. And also, well, in a way, we are all aliens to aliens as well, says Cecily. Much love to our vampires watching around the world as well from Sebastian. Also, Vlad, the female genitalia impaler as well, says Johnny Blaze. At this stage now, 5.5 minutes left in this first half. Italy do not have the scrum feed here, but it's on the 22 of the All Blacks, and they would be wanting at least one more try before halftime, you would think, to give them a decent position in this one. Just missed the score. The second AB's try who dotted it down, it was Dane Coles, who was able to score that one. And ABs need 30 points to beat the Springboks record for most points in 2007 as well, says Sharp Brown. I do also see, I believe if they score 11 tries in this one, it's the most tries in a calendar year for any side. Richie Mo'unga just kicking that one right down the middle of the field, not looking for touch. A lot of pressure there on Morio, has passed it back across field. And now it is going to be Garbisi kicking it for the touchline. Brilliant kick there. And I believe it's staying in the field of play. So this is going to be play on, and Italy have got this one back now 40 metres out from their own line. It's going to be the box kick attempt here from Varney. Once again, Damian McKenzie lining up. A little bit of pressure on the man. He's doing the quick feed as well. Still stepping in. Minorzi doing brilliantly to line him up. Trying to go again there, McKenzie. It's a penalty to Italy. As well, Scully and Multi as well, says Patrick. And also we have got their goals you legend as well, says Greet the Sacred Cow. And at this stage, we have also got their ABs need 30 points to beat the Springboks for that record. But yeah, I think 100 tries in a calendar year is what the All Blacks are going for. Johnny Sexton kicking that one straight down the middle, and 29-0 at the moment for Ireland after 35 minutes. They are doing very nicely. But Damian McKenzie tried to get back to his feet. Didn't quite work out for him, though. It does mean that it is going to be the penalty. Tyrell Lomax has been to my missus' house before. His dad, Johnny Lomax, the legend, knows my partner's dad really well. And I know Peter Umaga Jensen quite well. And his twin brother, Thomas Umaga Jensen, as well, says Tesla. Of course, Peter Umaga Jensen, I believe he played in that game for Wellington today up against Tasman. I did sleep through it, unfortunately. It's going to be the 3-point attempt here for Italy. They've decided that they want some form of points on the board here, and that is exactly what they should be able to do here with Garbisi taking on the kick as well. He's got it straight down the middle, and Italy will not have nil at the end of this match, sitting on the 3 points now. 91 tries by Argentina is the current record as well, says David there. And also, nothing like hearing that tune at night, then getting you're feeling you're being watched by aliens as well, says Steve Smith. And also, we have got the link from Sebastian saying, join the Discord server for all things rugby, cricket, and random stuff. Yeah, anyone who does want to join the Kiwi Lads Discord server, it is that link that Sebastian has put there. And we just talk things rugby and all sorts in there as well. But there are a few members at this stage that we have got in there. So yeah, if you do want to join, please do. And also be sure to hit that subscribe button on this channel. We are trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of tonight's live streams, in terms of the fact that we have got 4 in a row. And nonetheless, at this stage, it's going to be taken nicely by Italy once again. And now trying to break the line. A little bit of a loose carry, knock on. Advantage there for New Zealand as well. The stage very nicely done by Italy, trying to get on the ball. No, now they've given away the advantage. Damien McKenzie, quick hands. Dane Coles tries to pass it to Severu Reece. It goes into touch. And now it's going to be the penalty once again. Anyone seen the fourth kind? Watch it alone as well, says Obi Snake. And 3-19 as well, says Yargan as well. I think I'm still sitting at 14 to the All Blacks. So I believe you must be just a little bit further ahead. And also we have got there now, I'm just sitting by the real legend Hamish as well, says Sebastian there. And also we have got there, nothing like letting Eldritch music live rent-free in your head for the narrative of your life, or to narrate your life for you as well. And well done, Italy, says Murray. Yeah, they're doing very nicely so far in this game, Italy. And it's just whether or not they can keep up that physicality in the later stages. But now it's going to be a 5-meter line out here for the All Blacks. Dane Coles throwing it in, taken nicely by Josh Lord. And now it is once again going to be set for that rolling maul. Coles looking like he's trying to slowly creep it for breaking off the back, Dane Coles, and he gets a second of the match now, Dane Coles, and we are going to be adding that one to the try scorers list. And the All Blacks scoring themselves their 3rd try of the first half now, 38 minutes in, and Dane Coles picking up the second off the back of the rolling maul. We have got there, my wife just joined and subscribed as well, says South Festo. So thank you very much, mate. And also we have got the Yola Wild, says great the Sacred Cow and shot Hamish, good call, mate, as well, says McKenna there. And also we have got there in the chat as well, Dane Coles times 2, and I think Dane Coles will score, mate, says Shark Brain there. And Justin Marshall throwing his hands in the air, says Jake. And I think at this stage, Dane Coles, he just saw the gap run straight at Monty Ioane, but he just wasn't able to stop him, because, I mean, when Dane Coles gets that body position down, it's going to be very hard to stop him. But Richie Mo'unga now has got the opportunity to kick this one and give the All Blacks 21 points with still enough time for a kick to come. For the kickoff, that is Coles as a menace. Glad he's back as well, says great the Sacred Cow. Yeah, and something else I feel that some people don't rate for Dane Coles is actually his line-out throwing, because of how accurate he can be for that one as well. Like the likes of Samisoni Takiaho and Asafa Mua, they are very good players when it comes to running the ball. But I would say overall their line-out game is possibly the weakest part of their game. Whereas Dane Coles, you know he's going to put it in straight. And then also just that experience as well. Dane Coles must be carrying the team on his back as well. Fun alien stuff. Watch Edge tomorrow as well. And we're Dane Coles again, 10 out of 10 in the chat as well on Colesy from Jazz. And yeah, at this stage, the Italian coach, not too happy about that one. Not spooky, but solid as well. Says great the Sacred Cow, and Dane Coles is a winger as well, says McKenna. Yeah, he's got plenty of pace. The big man, Dane Coles, that one has been kicked off by Italy now. Only 7 seconds left in this first half. All Blacks taking it now. At this stage, this is going to be the halftime siren. Do the All Blacks decide to run this one out? Or do they possibly, Dane Coles once again going to be trying to steamroll his way forward. They can't afford to give away a penalty here. It's a penalty to Italy. That's what I said. They couldn't afford to do. We always got there. All we have got there. So it's just a myth. Italian air makes us more productive as well, says Sebastian. Also, we have got there. You go black. Namibian AB supporters as well, says Colvin. And also, we have got there in the chat as well. Obi Snake here, he mentioned Element 15 years ago, before the world caught up and realized there was a thing as well. And also, we have got there. I have a $450 on New Zealand on Italy to win. Geez, that would be enough to buy a house, wouldn't it? I think they would pay like $100 or something like that. New Zealand giving away a lot of penalties for sure. Fozzie won't be happy, and also AB's having a bit of momentum now, but too late for my liking as well. And no more updates, fellas. You've got a faster stream as well, says the Ox there. And now at this stage, they are showing once again Ireland getting very close to the line, 6-21, as well, says Yardigan. So they have been able to convert that one, and now at halftime, it is going to be 6 points to Italy and 21 to the All Blacks. We have also got there Tesla. I know he took people out to see test flights as well, and Sebastian competing with Coles for biggest menace as well. Says great the Sacred Calvin. Nonetheless, at this stage, halftime is upon us, 21 points to 6 for the All Blacks, and that is certainly not a scoreline that a lot of people were predicting for this fixture between the two sides. But I will mention anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, as we are going to be doing plenty more live streams in the future, not just today, but also further down the line. We are currently sitting on 413. We are flying up, that is for sure. But at this stage, we will look at some stats to do with this fixture. You spot on, my brother, as well, says Cecil there. And how's Japan going? They are struggling at this stage. Ireland are beating them 29-0. And they are still in the first half, but only a few seconds left as well. Ireland leading 29-0. And so Italy had the ball for 20 minutes and got 0 tries as well, says Shark Brain. Yeah, although it's slightly unfortunate for them due to the fact that they did actually have, if they had looked at it again, they actually had the referee apologising due to the fact that he stopped it too early when Monty Ioane was almost able to score himself a try. Element 1-on-5 was made in the hydrogen collider in the EU. Whole reason they built it as well, says Obi Snake. And also we have got there good talking to in the sheds, methinks as well. Poor first half from the lads, needs to sharpen themselves up now as well. And High New here as well, says Danny Elsa. Welcome in to the live stream. We have also got there, do you stream other sports, bro, as well, says Team Grizzly. We did do a little bit of, we were doing the Cricket World Cup up until we did end up getting copyright striked for one of those ones, but we are going to be doing cricket, rugby, also maybe some rugby league coming up in the future, and pretty much any big sporting event that has taken place in the future we are going to be covering on this channel. But the main channel is the pinned comment if you guys do want to check that out, and that is mainly rugby and a little bit of gaming as well that we have got ourselves. Shame for the ABs as well, says Tristan. Also we have got their Ireland sound like they're traveling okay, and yeah, at this stage they're doing pretty decent in this fixture. And yeah, so welcome into the live stream, Danielle, as well. It is great to see so many of you guys here for this live stream, even though we are in the middle of the night here in New Zealand. 57% possession for the All Blacks in that first half. Now, early on in the game, it was about 70% in favour of Italy. Well, that one as well. We have got there. You gave away $405. I hope it changes for you as well. And do have the AB's players depth seriously as well, says Driss. And also, what about Stephen Adams Grizzlies as well, says Tim's Grizzly. I always have looked at the NBA and thought about doing a live stream on there maybe one day. So if that is something you guys do want to see, maybe I will be able to get something going for it as well. We have got there in there. Do you play USC 4? I have not played it yet, but I'm very excited to get a chance to play it. Due to the fact that once my Xbox gets repaired, I am certainly going to be getting it on Game Pass. And there are also a whole heap of other games that are taking place in the near future. The likes of, I mean, what other ones have we got? We got Forza Horizon 5 coming out very soon. Also, there are, what else have we got? We got Farming Simulator. Me and George are going to be playing that. Welcome in, everyone, as well, says Sebastian there. And the 15 players can prepare their bag for the return as well, says Driss. Although they did lose Brad Weber early on in this fixture, which does mean more than likely they will need to keep maybe a couple of those players around just for the later stages. Very attacking rugby as well, says Assassin. And yeah, at the end of the day, Italy have been impressing me throughout this fixture because they haven't been going for the threes up until the later stages of that first half. Other than that, though, they've been aggressive. They've been kicking for the corner, and also should definitely stream some NBA, especially our Kiwi Adams. A lot of people will click to watch as well, says Team Grizzly Adams as well there. And also we have got the You Don't Look Tired, even though the game started at 2 a.m. as well, says Caleb. I strategically slept throughout the day, pretty much. Is the way that I did it. So pretty much I ended up waking up at about 10:30 p.m. Now, the reason it's so late is Ty Furlong just scored a try, or not quite, but the reason that I woke up so late is because I watched the top 14 last night, or this morning, I guess I should say, with La Rochelle taking on Bordeaux. I decided to stay up for that one, and kind of strategically, I also ended up working all through the night on the lineups, everything for these live streams I was doing throughout the night. So I have got more pop-ups and whatnot, including the benches that these two sides have got. Finley Christie already out on the field. Brad Weber failed his HIA, which does mean he is not going to be returning for this game and possibly not for the next two of this series, which will mean they will be down to just the two halfbacks that they will be able to use, which will be Perenara and Finley Christie. Shannon Frizzell going to be returning to the starting lineup as well, or getting a chance to have some game time since playing for Tasman in the Bunnings NPC. Didn't play in the Rugby Championship. But yeah, it is going to be interesting because Italy have got some very good players off the bench as well. But I'd say the All Blacks, if they can do what they normally do and really wear down their opponents in the second half, our second half no try, or a second no try as well, says Assassin there. And also we have got their AB's performance. It's a shame, it says Driz. And also All Blacks not playing too well. I've been watching on Sky and have been watching the WBBL. Sophie Devine has been in amazing form as well, says Shane there. Yeah, and I also see that it was Australia were able to get the win over West Indies as another one. So Sutu can play for Fiji as well, says Driz. Yeah, he hasn't really had too much of an impact off the back of that scrum, although the All Blacks, I don't believe they have actually had a scrum that I know of that they've had the scrum feed. I think every time it's been from them dropping the ball. So it's been Italy who have had the scrum feed. What's the difference from this page and the Kiwi Lad Sport as well? This has less subs than the other as well, says Jake. So pretty much in this situation, it is due to the fact that our main channel, the Kiwi Lads, has got that copyright strike on it at the moment it was Cricket World Cup. Unfortunately, they decided to strike us, even though we had no copyrighted footage or anything along those lines. Due to the fact that that is copyrighted, now it means that we aren't able to live stream on the main channel. So until that fixes itself, hopefully next week, we are going to be doing our live streams on the Kiwi Lad Sport. But this channel, I have got plenty of plans for it in the future in terms of the main channel may become more just rugby and rugby gaming, whereas this one will be a few other sports being added in there as well, which is very exciting. Toulouse are actually playing at the moment up against Perpignan, and they have been able to score themselves a try in that fixture very, very early. And also we have got the Odam, says Assassin there, and also the ABs 15 finished their autumn tour as well. Subscribe, this is fun as well, says Stadia. Thank you very much, hugely appreciated. All you guys tuning in. It is Italy and not the Springboks of France, please, as well, says Tristan. Also, we have got the any word on the channel strike, Hamish. Need that main channel back, brother. You worked so hard to get it where it was as well, says Steve. Yeah, at this stage, I believe we will have to wait until it's the 10 business days is when YouTube are able to take their strike off, because the system, it's pretty broken due to the fact we had no copyrighted like footage or anything in that live stream, but due to the fact that the person said that, pretty much the person said who struck it, they were like, oh, they're using our content, even though there was nothing in there that was copyrightable. So because of that, we have to actually go through the process of trying to say that it wasn't us. And it just takes quite a bit of time, unfortunately, for that one as well. The women's after this, bro, says Johnny. I believe at this stage, South Africa play England in the women's, but we have also not South Africa, England. But I know that we play tomorrow night for the women's at about 3 a.m. is when that one is going to be taking place. Press will kill the ABs, or Press will kill the ABs for sure. This was a poor performance as well, says Risley. And first time I've seen Ireland red as well, says McKenna. Also, we have got there. What do you think Ian Foster will be saying right now? I would say probably a few swear words might be involved in their penalties conceded. 8 against the All Blacks, 10 handling errors in that first half, and they've actually had a lower tackle percentage than Italy, which is huge for the All Blacks. Normally, that is a stat that they really dominate for that regard. And also, the stadium you're at is empty, mate, as well, says Shark Brain. Yeah, brought all my friends to live stream. No one that I know actually in person is watching this game live, I don't believe. So because of it, it is going to be in that situation of hopefully, we were hoping to have a George tomorrow morning, but sadly, due to him working, he will be missing that one for that one. Strike came at such a bad time too. Someone jealous at how good your commentary was, if you ask me as well, says Steve Smith. Yeah, it's like the fact that we were right before the international rugby window, it did hurt a little bit there due to the fact that, like, if we had copyrighted footage, I'd be like, yeah, fair enough, due to the fact that, like, we would be breaking the rules, but we didn't break any rules, and they're just, yeah, they did it anyway. I have an All Black trading card collection from many old eras. Do you collect rugby trading cards as well, says Team Grizzly Adams. I believe I have got a couple of the older ones, the likes of the Super Rugby ones that came in the Bluebird packets. We got a few of them out in the shed, I believe. And Foster has the same problem versus the rush defense versus any team as well, says Driss. And I'll Steve Smith, yeah, I've brother, some salty, jealous, green-eyed prick in it, says Johnny there. And Bridge is not a wing for the ABs. And yeah, this stage, maybe they decide to have a bit of a reshuffle in the later stages of this game. They've got Geordie Barrett, who will more than likely, I guess, slot into fullback if they decide to use him, unless, of course, they try and replace Mwanga or move Mwanga into the centres or something along those lines, maybe try and have a reshuffle. But they are just showing all the penalties and handling errors from the All Blacks in that first half. 52% possession for them, 43% territory. So Italy have had the better of the stats, but the All Blacks have been able to get themselves to the 21 points as well. Foster, we have got their AB's forward pack is shocking as well, says Bacon in the Eggs here. They've really been struggling throughout this fixture, but nonetheless, we are getting very close to the second half, getting back underway. So I will mention once again, if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like on this live stream. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button on the channel. We are currently sitting on a total of 59 likes. So I think more than likely we will be able to get to the 100 before the end of this one, bro. Whoever put a strike on your channel, you're stupid as well, says that James Gordon. Yeah, pretty much it was another cricket commentary YouTube channel that were just like, yeah, we want to take out all the competition. So many penalties is just very bad from New Zealand as well, says Shark Brain. And not just the penalties, the handling errors as well. 10 handling errors in that first half is normally more than the All Blacks having a full match. And this game, they are really struggling. I'm letting that idiot piss me off way more than I should be as well, says Katie Dixon. Also, we have got the Fozzie will be epic in the sheds. And also, Hamish, I just joined Odyssey and Rumble, which are alternative platforms for YouTube, maybe get a backup channel on one of them as well, less censorship. As well, says McKenna, so maybe I will have to have a quick look and kind of see what it's like on there, because I know that people have also mentioned Twitch could be an option for us in the future, perhaps. And also we have got the, I said before, the Foster, the ABs will never win the World Cup 2023. He has not plan B, or he has not plan B versus rush defence like versus England as well. And Scott Robertson should have been the coach of the ABs as well. Yeah, I've got Ian Foster on a stick. And also a Stuart Hogg, who really didn't come through the printer too well for himself, unfortunately. We have got the Japan-Ireland scoreline at this stage, 29-0 for Japan in that fixture, or sorry, to Ireland in that fixture. They have been doing very nicely in the early stages. And also we've got the Okuma, that's awesome. It's my new addiction, sorry. I have collected all the Regina 90s, 97 series set and Capri sets, and we pick sets from 2000s and 2020 to present as well. Says Team Grizzly Adams, which is pretty awesome. And Mackenzie is having a bad game as well. Says it was bacon and eggs. And also we have got the I hate ads as well. Says it is a James Gordon. Yeah, it is a shame that we have got ads in between. I can understand why they've got ads, of course, because of that revenue side of it. But we are ready to go for the second half very, very soon. The scary Stuart Hogg Wonka man as well. And why don't ABs play England this year? Says Sharp Brain, it is a shame because the fact Australia get to play England, South Africa get to play England. Everyone gets to play England apart from us. I believe hopefully next year we will get a chance to be able to do so. I mean, he breakdances as well, says Avi Snake there. And also we have got their Fozzie on a stick. I'm sure the New Zealand public would love to see that as well, says Johnny. And also we have got their attack assistant Foster as well. The ABs lost versus England in 2019, the same thing in 2023. And also we have got their should have be the coach for the All Blacks as well. Says it's me there. And I hate ads. That are games. And when they're not playing properly as well, and the ABs will demolish England as well, says Tristan. Yeah, it is going to be exciting to see that game take place. Australia versus England is a game that I'm very much intrigued to see how it does go, due to the fact that we never know quite what to expect when those two sides clash. Also, Springboks versus England, I think, will be a very good one as well. Even Wales versus the Springboks later tonight. We are going to be covering it on the channel. So if you guys are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because we are going to be doing the live commentary, talking all about the game. It will be our third one in the future, in the row, I should say, as well. They're just showing Nani Lamape. Imagine if he was out there at the moment for the All Blacks. They'd be doing decently. Final score prediction made as well, says Shark Brain. I believe originally I said the All Blacks by 50-60 was my prediction. And I feel like at this stage, if they get to 50-60 points, they've probably done pretty well. Although the later stages, you would think that they will end up slowing down a little bit, Italy. But this one, I'm not getting carried away with this performance as well. We won't be seeing any of that against New Zealand as well. If low starts, we might as well wave the white flag as well. It's got to go in. And also we have got the next week. It's going to be better, more sleep, since it's a 4:15 start. Then the following week starts at 9 a.m. as well, says Jake. Although for those ones, we are going to be going straight through the night for these fixtures as well. Like, it is going to be one of those ones we will be starting at probably 12 and then finishing at 11 a.m. for those next couple that we are going to be having. They're showing Ben Lamb there. Did he play for Bordeaux last night? I watched that game, but I can't remember seeing him. So he must have had a relatively quiet one. Everyone is beating England at the moment. It's probably for the best as well. Says it was Steve Smith. But also we have got the, well, I can say thank God for technology. At least I can get a slice of home from 14,000 miles away, says Tandia. And also we have got the, I guess my 7412 is all talk as well, says McKenna. And also we have got there, why don't you coach the ABs, says Chris. And also I'm Grand Katie. I hope you are well as well. And I'd say 1 Italian try and 3 Kiwi tries in the second half. Who are we backing in terms of which Italian is scoring? I think Monty Ioane. I think he's going to be able to get one. He was very unlucky not to get one in that first half. So hopefully we do get to see him in the second do decent. Low is awesome for Ireland at this stage, says Mark. And did England decide on a fly half yet? There was confusion as well, says Shark Brain. So yeah, at this stage, I believe Owen Farrell, he is definitely not playing. That is for sure. It was going to be Marcus Smith off the bench, but now maybe they will end up going with a little bit of a reshuffle, because they don't have George Ford either, which is a little bit risky due to the fact that I feel like he would have perfectly slotted in at 10 for this fixture. But instead he is going to be playing for his Gallagher Premiership side, which we did actually watch the game last night as well, or this morning. It was Leicester taking on Bath, and Bath put up a good fight in that one. Stuart Hogg has done a huge amount of work on his mental health, apparently, and now states 90% of his rugby is a mindset as well, says Tanya. And yeah, he is going to be playing in the game tomorrow up against Australia, which is going to be pretty awesome to see. Monty Ioane agreed as well. Will Jordan will rise. I would rinse him as well, says Kanakoi in there. And also we have got there Scott Robertson, should have been the coach of the ABs as well. And great mistake, says address. And also we have got the address, just made my list as well. And Italy could still win this as well. And tell you what, if they do manage to do so, that would be an absolutely huge upset. France women versus South Africa women game is just kicking off as well, ladies and gentlemen. There is so much rugby happening. The next game we are covering on the channel, England versus Tonga, but we will be keeping you updated on the game between Fiji and Spain at the same time. Going to be taken by Mo'unga inside of the 22 off kickoff. Now, at this stage, the All Blacks, they would have really gone and told off in the changing rooms, you would think, but Richie Mo'unga going to be firing it back down the middle of the field and straight away going straight down the middle. So I assume they're going to play that territory game of trying to keep the ball in play and really try and, that's not going well. But now taking it nicely, Finley Christie. Chasing it hard here, Sever Reece. Straight into the hands now, Monty Ioane going to be backing himself. Great step as well, Monty Ioane back in the pace, offload on the outside. Oh, it's been knocked down though. And Sever Reece able to clean it up, offloads to McKenzie. And now at this stage, it's back into the hands of Richie Mo'unga now. The backline starting to get set. Mo'unga sells the dummy passes off to Dane Coles, looking for the link-up play, and he is still going, Dane Coles. He's covered a lot of meters throughout this match so far, Finley Christie. Now at this stage, passing it back across to the right-hand side. McKenzie now with the step wide, cut-out pass now to Quintal Byers, Chiefs teammate, trying to fend as well. Not able to find the offload there, tries it in the end. But the ball managed to just stick to his hands, luckily for him. So it wasn't a knock on. McKenzie now with the ball once again at first receiver, gives it off to Jacobson. A lot of Chiefs players out there at the moment. Finley Christie, good ball to Tupavai now. Tyrell Lomax just driving forward, almost leading with the elbow. Got to be careful there. McKenzie looks to the short side, gives it off to Sever Reece. Now had a relatively quiet game. Haven't really seen the backs really use the ball because of the fact it keeps on being dropped in the midfield. But Christie now once again going back, and this is phase play for the All Blacks. Was it a knock on? Yes, it was. And now it is going to be Italy scrum once again. Italy, they are box, England or France as well, says Tristan. Also, we've got the, you'll be able to watch most of these games live on TV in Scotland, which I could. That's why I listen to the Hamish commentary 10 out of 10 as well, says Steve Smith there. And also, we have got there, is that stick lickable as well, says Tania. I would not recommend licking this stick because of the fact, I mean, I don't know where it's been, which sounds bad when I say it like that, but I assume more than likely, like, it's been outside. So a cat could have, like, done a wee-wee on Ian before Ian was a part of the stick, I should say, as well. And Dane Coles will score a hat-trick as well, says Saul Fresh. And also we have got there, of course, knowing the All Blacks Fozzie spraying them will make them wake up a little more as well. And AB's number one in the world because of Foster as well. Says it's me there and all the All Blacks. It is my second team in the world, and if the box as well, says Ernest. And we are going to be covering that game between the Springboks and Wales a little bit later on tonight, so be sure to check it out. But now at this stage, it is going to be once again Varney driving his way forward. Italy have got the possession. Once again, just trying to throw their big man. I believe it was Lucchesi who was getting that one. And now rolling it back, it looks like Varney will be going for this box kick. Once again, our Black Caps will kick India out of the T20 as well. Says Obi Snake, yeah, as long as they win the game up against Afghanistan. Damien McKenzie not able to line that one up, and now it's going to be a penalty to Italy on the halfway line. I believe they have called it as offside, accidental offside there as well. And also we have got there licking Stuart Hoxie's grins heavy as well. Says Steve Smith, and also we have got there AB's need plan B for the rush defence by the Box and England as well. Physical forwards that carry with speed mobility that break the AB's defence, and the AB's have no answer. And also we've got there, you're about 30 seconds ahead of Stan again, disappointed by Stan, says Ian. Yeah, it is weird that somehow I am ahead of Stan, whereas I would have thought that they would be slightly more ahead of Sky Go, which is kind of strange. But anyone who does want to watch this game, it is on Sky Sports New Zealand, also Stan in Australia. And the game between Fiji and Spain that is coming up at 4 a.m. is actually going to be on the World Rugby website if you guys do want to watch that for free. The stage now, it is going to be Italy with the line-out throw, but I will mention anyone who hasn't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 500 subscribers, and we are seeing whether or not we can get close to it by the end of that. That's going to be a little bit loose there from Italy, trying to go with a bit of a set play, going to the front of the line-out, but it was dropped. So now it is going to be the scrum feed. Once again, we have got there in the chat as well. I know all about this Italian outfit. Most of these players from the Benetton team, I believe that they have got quite a few in this side. Definitely Monty Ioane is one that I keep on mentioning in this game, but he's played pretty well so far throughout this fixture as well. But now Richie Mo'unga kicking it down towards the touchline, not able to find it though. And now once again, it is going to be Monty Ioane charging his way forward, tackled by Sam Kane and Satutu. Kane trying to get straight on it, not quite able to. Trying to counter ruck as well, and now it's causing a little bit of disruption. It's going to be the advantage there for Italy, and that one's been charged down, and now still playing the advantage. It is going to be in the hands of Mori. Tackled nicely by George Bridge, and straight on the ball was McKenzie, so they are going back now for the penalty to Italy once again. We have got there, the only teams building depth is New Zealand and France. I see this as the 2023 final as well. Tell you what, if we got to see France in the final, it would be absolutely incredible because of the fact they've got a very strong side at the moment, France. Like, they've got, I believe they selected about a 45-man squad, and pretty much any of their players could be starting. Like, even Sekou Makalu, I'm looking forward to seeing him off the bench because he's just a beast when he does get the ball in hand as well. And also, we have got their flash score is asleep as well. So I'm going to wake up these sock puppets. There we go. And they have just updated it also. We have got their footy. It's just another puppet as well. Says Shark Brains are now kicked for the touchline here for Italy, and they are going to get the opportunity. Also, we have got the majority of the Italian team are from Benetton. Not surprised that there's little influence from Zevre for obvious reasons as well. And also, we have got that's a possibility for France as the host as well. Says Sammy Sosa. And yeah, at the end of the day, home field advantage in France is a different level. Like, we see it in the top 14 all the time. When you've got that guy or that team that just has the support behind them, like if they've got sold-out crowds, it's going to be an absolutely insane atmosphere for that one as well. Not a clean performance by the ABs. Looks like my aunties and her mates at the moment as well. Says Makina there, and also we have got there, take it easy, brother, as well says Sebastian there, and also we have got there in the chat as well, Lol Blaze from OB Snaper. Now at this stage, it's a line-out throw once again for Italy, and they've been able to take it nicely now going off the back. That's going to be now in the hands of Zanon, getting one of his first carries in this fixture. He hasn't had too many of them so far, but now once again, it is going to be Italy who are on attack. Sam Kane trying to rush up, not quite getting it right. Richie Mo'unga just steals the ball though, and now the All Blacks are going to have this one back. Finley Christie fires it back now to Damian McKenzie. They've got men on the outside. Jacobson to Eno now. Quick hands to Reese. Bounce pass. Not the best pass, but in the end now, Sever Reese is going to be kicking it in behind, taken nicely though by Minozzi, and now he is going to be counter-attacking. Good tackle on him by Finley Christie. Straight back to his feet as well, but wasn't quite able to turn it over. Going back once again, they are going to be using those big forwards that Italy have got, and they've actually come in with a very solid four-back for this fixture. Now it's going to be a little kick in behind from Garbisi, going to be finding the touchline. Yes, it does. And now at this stage, the All Blacks will have the line out throw. We have got there. Not surprised that the All Blacks depth started off slow since they were a little rusty for the first 25 minutes as well, says Sammy Sosa. And also, we have got there, New Zealand will be lucky to score 40 points in this game, says Sharp Brandon. Also, we have got there, Italy are on it. And I want to watch, not listen as well, says Agape. So at this stage, if you do want to watch the game, it's either Sky Go, Stan Sports, or also, I believe, Flow Rugby or Amazon Prime. You've got 4 different options that you will be able to watch the game on if you do want to check it out. And also the All Blacks YouTube channel, the highlights will be on there after the match as well. But now at this stage, Josh Lord round the side. They've got the advantage there for being offside. Hoskins to Tutu trying to pierce round this side of the breakdown. Reese now offload now to Vai. And that looks like, it's very close to Italy being able to turn that one over. Now at this stage, still marching their way forward. It's a little juggle there from Finley Christie. I believe it was stripped, and they are going back now, I should say. Is Benetton a good club side or no as well, says Johnny Glaze. They were able to win the Rainbow Cup, but it is one of those ones. They have been struggling just a little bit in the Pro 14, the now URC this year, but it is going to be interesting to see how it does go. We have got their Bring on the bench already as well, says Citrus. Yeah, I assume they aren't too far off. Bring it on the likes of an Ethan de Groot or someone like that in the later stages of this first half, and very diplomatic, mate. I like it as well, says Tanya. And also we have got the AB's number 1 in the world because of Foster as well, says it's me. And also we have got there, it's me. What happened as well, says Johnny Blaze. And now at this stage, double blow of the whistle. Does that mean that a sub is being made here? No, it's not. They have still gone with pretty much the same starting lineup, although they have got Finley Christie, who was starting, coming off the bench, I should say, but instead now, inside ball to Finley Christie. It's going to be taken down about 15 metres out, trying to get straight on the ball there. Italy once again. Now Hoskins, the 2-2 fires it back to Lomax. Good carry by him, but Italy straight on the ball. Was it a penalty? It looks like it's almost going to be a turnover. No, it's the All Blacks who are able to get the penalty, and high from Stanley as well. Welcome into the live stream, mate. And who scored the third try as well, says Great. It was Dane Coles who was able to get himself the second try in a row. And hello, Hamish. Italy hanging on. New Zealand seem to be in control of the game as well, says Kevin. Yeah, welcome in to the live stream as well, mate. Italy have played very well throughout this fixture. I'll be honest, if they continue to play like this in the Six Nations and their other games that are coming up, because they haven't got the toughest opponents for their upcoming fixtures, Italy, which does mean that they can try and use that to their advantage and try and really get something going for those ones as well. What I will quickly do while we are waiting, I will go like this, and then you guys will be able to see exactly who Italy are going to be playing in the upcoming weeks. But now Dane Coles throws it into Josh Lord at the front of the rolling maul. Now passing it back to Dane Coles, has already scored 2 tries. Can he get himself his third? It looks like it's set very nicely here for the All Blacks. Still marching forward now, trying to creep off the back. Looks like he will be passing it back to Finley Christie, or does he? He's going to break off now. Dankos drops the head, and was he able to get it down? They are going to be checking it. No, it's held up, I believe, is the call from Monty Ioane. Monty Ioane was the man who held him up, I should say. But at this stage, Italy, their next two fixtures that they have got themselves, they have got the game up against Italy, and then they have got Argentina next week. So they actually only have one other game that they will be playing, which is slightly unfortunate for Italy due to the fact they haven't played since the Six Nations, I should say. Then for New Zealand, they have got Ireland and then France, two massive fixtures. Monty Ioane able to hold that one up, and it is going to be a goal line dropout now. So good defense from Italy once again. Coles, you're sucking it as well, or you sick, as well, says Johnny Blaze there in the channel. Also, we have got their cries inflow rugby as well, and there's actually a yellow card to Japan in their game as well. And also we have got there on the side of the pond, we can watch only Sky, or via Sky and Amazon Prime. Boo to that, this is rugby as well, says Tania. Yeah, I wish they had more free options. Like, I know that Amazon Prime have like a free month trial, but it should still be more accessible. The likes of Fiji versus Spain, it's going to be pretty awesome because it's going to be on the World Rugby website for free. That's going to be the penalty to Italy once again. Richie Mo'unga tackled, and then Tupavai just going in on the angle. And now there's a little bit of push and shove happening between Tupavai, and you can tell that there's a little bit of frustration for the All Blacks and a Safa Ethan de Groot. Those are a couple big men, and Ofa Toanga Fasi going to be joining them as well. He's had a haircut, doesn't have the mullet like he had last year, but those three could make a huge difference in the 4-pack for the All Blacks. Italian woman, just mamma mia, I need to go to Italy as well, says Obi Stake there, and Abies didn't look confident as well, says McKenna there, and also seems to stick to Shags. A 60-minute bench rollout as well, says Garit the Sacred Cow. And also we have got that Ethan de Brute is getting ready to cause some havoc as well. Yeah, I am excited to see what he can do. Also Richie Mo'unga, not Richie Mo'unga, but also will be a suffer more, less mullet, less strength scientific as well. It's a fair point, because of the fact that we do know at this stage any player with a mullet has more chance of scoring a try than a player without it, just from the kind of recent fixtures we have seen for the All Blacks. And also we have got there, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out the main channel, and join the Discord for banter as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, anyone who does want to join that Discord, be sure to check it out. Luke Jacobson also going to be going off the field, and I believe that will be for Shannon Frizzell, who will be slotting in at number 6, and straight away Sam Cane making a big tackle there. Going to be available for Italy though. Rushing up Josh Lord. Nice backline movement there for Italy. And Monty Ioane offload on the outside. It's bouncing up for Italy now. And Josh Lord wrestles him into touch, only 15 meters out from the line. But very nicely done once again from Italy. Their attackers looking strong as well. Almost another try for us. We dropped the ball as well, says Assassin there. And also we have got that, Katie. Actually, we split the atom as well, says Obi Snake there. And now at this stage, Japan under a lot of pressure in their game as well. Quick throw taken by the All Blacks. Shannon Frizzell now with the carry. He's had a haircut since going to Tasman as well for the Bunnings NBC. George Bowers, the barber for the Kiwis, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Now it's going to be the big carry from Hoskins to Tutu, and this is one thing that the All Blacks need to keep on doing. They need to stay physical in this encounter. Into touch it goes. Monty Ioane not quite able to clean it up, and now it will be the line-out. But Italy at this stage only 15 points behind as well. AB's number 1 in the world because of Foster, as says Luca there. And also we have got there, how much time left, says Al Diablo. At this stage we have got 28 minutes left in this game. Big tackle from Josh Lord though. It's good to see Italy playing with better quality. Great for the sport to have a low-ranked nation stepping up their game as well. I agree. If they can keep on playing like they are here in the Six Nations and those kind of competitions, I would love to see Italy finish above last in the Six Nations. I feel like it would be absolutely awesome for them to be able to finish in about 4th or so if they can get themselves a couple wins. Like, they have a few close fixtures every once in a while, Italy, but then other times they are just the side that people like to run over. Like, looking through at their previous fixtures, this is actually the Six Nations that's coming up, who they are going to be playing. They have got France straight away. Then they will be playing in England, Ireland, Scotland, and Wales as the fixtures in that order. But now at this stage, it's going to be in the hands of bigger suffer more on the outside now to Quintupaya. One more to McKenzie. He has got Bridge with him if he decides to use him. Little flick on the inside to him. And still going, George Bridge now. The stage, it looks like the All Blacks are really starting to ramp up their pace. They're trying to wear down the Italian defence, which has been pretty solid throughout this whole game. I can't watch this game till later as well, says Assassin. And the All Blacks YouTube channel will have the highlights of this game for you guys who do want to check it out in about an hour or so. But now it is going to be Shannon Frizzell once again carrying Christie. Passes it back across, almost a cutout pass. But Tuanga Fussy able to hang on to it nicely now. Mo'unga cutout pass there. Satutu gives it to Sam Cane, now out to McKenzie. And at this stage, Italy just aren't letting the All Blacks make any meters. That is a brilliant counter ruck from them as well, but still just on the side of the ABs Josh Lord now sells the dummy, goes himself. Christie now looking to the short side once again. It's going to be Quintapaya. Safamoa quick ends out to George Bridge. Now trying to back himself. He's tackled by Mori, who has been marking up with him very nicely. Satutu now passing the ball back. Gives it off to McKenzie. Flat ball to Vai. At this stage, 10 phases in, the All Blacks have not gone forward. And they will just continue to try and drive their way forward. Sam Cane there. Going to be dragged down 14 minutes into the second half at the moment. Dane Coles once again going to be hitting the ball up. Sorry, that would have been Ofa Tuangafasi, who was getting that one. Now it's going to be McKenzie offloading to Satutu. At this stage, the All Blacks, they are looking a little bit stagnant through the hands of even the group, but it almost set up for a Safamoa to get the carry. And now Italy almost able to get straight on the ball once again. Christie looks across to the right-hand side. The crowd are getting behind their side at the moment here for Italy because they have not let the All Blacks go forward. Ireland have just scored another try, I do see, in that fixture as well. I think it was Johnny Sexton who was able to score, but now Quintapaya able to go forward just a little bit more. 25 metres out here for the All Blacks, and they're up to 17 phases. Damian McKenzie trying to step around the opposition, and he's starting to make his way for 22 out. We'll read the chat in a very short moment, but Italy, very great defence so far in this situation. Shannon Frizzell now with the carry. He has been dragged down and stolen in the breakdown from Italy after 17 phases. And now it's going to be the counter-attack. They have kicked it in behind into a lot of space. Severis trying to cover it as well. But McKenzie has been able to take a great low tackle from Minozzi. Offloads it now to Severis, who is now trying to run it sideways off on the inside of Richie Moonga, who was almost able to pierce his way through a Safamoa now. Going to be dragged down 40 metres out from the All Blacks line. At the moment, they just can't quite go through. This is crazy as well. Says Assassin there. Ethan de Groot throwing himself at the line now for the All Blacks. Finlay Christie once again going to be passing the ball back. They just can't get through the defence of Italy at the moment. Josh Lord now trying to look for the offload instead. Drag down Shannon Frizzell trying to get the clean out. And I believe, is it a penalty? Yes, it is to Italy. I'm going to give them a round of applause because that was phenomenal from Italy there. Great defence as well. Guess Japan are not the same without Michael Leach leading the charge as well. Says Steve Smith, and true about Italy and needing time. But this is a positive stepping stone today. Some confidence never hurts as well, says Captain there. Yeah, this stage, they just weren't able to clear out the Italian player as well. And nice work, Italy, says Johnny Blaze there as well. And worst New Zealand performance in history as well. Preach it, Katie, in there. And what is Peroni as well? Peroni, isn't that a type of alcohol? Great beer, says Greet the Sacred Cow. This stage looks like Italy might take on the 3 points. Is Peroni as well, says Great. And also we have got there, I met a diehard Eni Scott wearing an AB shirt, has the AB's tat, waiting for the tat parlours to open so he could get the silver fern done over his knee. Op scar, go figure as well, says Tanya there. So I feel like that's the thing. People, I'm not sure whether or not I would get a tattoo because if it's anything like the channel logo or anything like that, we'd probably end up changing it relatively quickly. So I feel like it would be one of those ones that I might regret getting one depending on how it goes. But at this stage, Italy going to be taking on the 3 points here. USA and Japan hopefully will join more competitions as well, says Assassin. And also we have got there, does Italy know they're playing the ABs as well? They don't care as well. It's the thing, they are playing as if they're just playing a casual game of rugby, but they're playing it with such passion and such physicality that it's working as well. Peroni is Italian beer, and one of my favourites as well, says Steve Smith there, and shout out for German rugby. As well, says Gavin, they're actually coming a long way. Germany, definitely in the sevens I have seen that they've been doing decent recently, and I prefer a Stella as well in the chat from over now. The stage, Richie Moonga will be kicking off. How long until they decide to make a couple more subs? But I will mention anyone who is new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is hugely appreciated. And yeah, hopefully you guys have been enjoying the live stream so far. I had a Peroni last night. Pretty decent drink as well. And Germany rugby, hell yes, says Great the Sacred Cow. And also 53 minutes in and still no changes. Italy is definitely keeping up with the ABs, and it's not even the first lineup for NZ as well, says Sammy Souza. And also we have got there that penalty was BS as well, says Johnny. And also we have got there this New Zealand team can kiss their careers goodbye. Fozzie won't pick them again. But now at this stage, believe it is going to be called not straight there. So because of it, the All Blacks will either have a scrum or a line out here for themselves. They have got Joe Moody, who is the water boy, I believe, for this one. But Braden Eno has gone off the field, and I believe more than likely it is going to be, is it David Havili? Yes, it is. So he has joined the midfield now for this fixture. They have called for the line out here, and it's actually, Italy's ball in this line out. And also we have got there in the chat as well, the papers over there, or over here, will make an absolute meal out of this game as well, says Tanya. Yeah, at this stage, I wouldn't want to be the All Blacks because they are going to definitely be ridiculed for this performance. And I guess it's one of those ones that they will want to improve, because if they're playing like this up against Ireland, who are currently winning 36-0, I would say Ireland win that game, honestly. But of course, they will have different players out there on the field for that game next week as well. Now, this stage it is going to be quick hands. Sam Cane passes it back now to Tupavai. Let's get in the carry, but straight on the ball for Italy once again, and they've gooned it over as well. So now at this stage in the breakdown, they have been able to get it back once again here, Italy. Little chip on behind, Monty Ioane trying to chase it as well. Sam Cane taking it nicely, gives it off to Severis now, who has been almost tackled, but now going himself. Little grubber in behind, tackled late. The stage now taken nicely by Italy, forced close to the touchline, and at this stage is a counter ruck here from the ABs. The ball at this stage, they have been told not to use their hands, and now Monty Ioane able to clean it up there for Italy to use a couple more phases as well. And we have got the Guinness is still king as well. Says greet the sacred cow, and also we have got that Katie, you still on that buzz? You go girl as well. Says Obi's taken also. We have got there Italy. I like Sandflies man as well. Says McKenna. They're playing phenomenally throughout this game so far. It's going to be the quick tap, or sorry, the quick line out taken by Severis, 40 metres out. Damien McKenzie now running sideways. George Bridge, wide cutout pass now into the hands of Tupaia. Backing himself close to the line now, 5 metres out here for the All Blacks. And now round the side, though, Italy able to take it straight back once again. And at this stage, the clean out from the All Blacks just does not seem to be going the way that it should. And now at this stage, it does mean that the ball is protected, and Italy will be able to use it once again. Only 10 minutes out. We have got there. Do they even release the players as well? Cesar Rio Gamer there, and also we have got there. Those tries were insane, though, so fair play as well. Says greet the sacred cow. I believe that is for the USA game, because they did very well in their fixture up against the All Blacks. I know that the scoreline wasn't nice to them, but all charged down there, kept in the field of play. No, not quite by George Bridge, and now it is going to be a line out once again. So far in the game, 53 minutes in for Japan versus Ireland, and it is sitting at 36 points. Perpignan are actually beating Toulouse at the moment, 15 points to 8, which is huge because of the fact that Toulouse were the biggest underdogs, or the biggest favourites, for the whole card for the French top 14. We have got there. Scotland is the strongest beer in the world. It's a beer called Snake Venom, and it's like 70% alcohol, would blow your lungs out as well. Cheese. That is a lot of alcohol all in one beverage, I guess you could say, because it will only be like a little bottle. I assume the Italians can win with 2 converted tries as well, says Contender there. And yeah, this stage, the way that they're going, I wouldn't be surprised if they do get to score themselves a try. It is going to be now Josh Law coming off the field for Sam Whitelock now. He has to use his experience, because of the fact that if he does not, it is going to be in that situation of the All Blacks will struggle. Bundyaki did not struggle to put that ball over the line, and now Ireland score themselves another try. And we have got there. I don't follow. Is that your fantasy team as well? Says greet the sacred cow, and also we have got that Steve Smith. Geez, I thought Elephant Beer was strong as well. And who coaches Italy, Hamish? Oh, I don't have the exact name, unfortunately. I can't quite think of it, but someone did mention that it is a Kiwi as well. Come on, New Zealand, says Didier as well. But there is an Italian player down, 20 minutes left in this fixture. And we have there was a very loose definition of beer as well, says greet. And also we have got the All Blacks playing like they mentally overlooked Italy, and now they can't change the momentum as well. And it will be the big changes of Sam Whitelock out on the field. Also someone else, Geordie Barrett. I feel like he will probably try and really, I guess, propel the attack forward. But Jack Conan once again involved in the draw and pass for the try for Italy, for Ireland. They've been able to score many, many points, and at the moment they are doing very well in their fixture up against Japan, who had a close game with Australia as well. This stage, we are just seeing some slow motion of Garbisi getting injured. So that is a bit of a hit for Italy there. But now at this stage, he is going to be making his way off the field by the looks of it for Garbisi. His night will be over. He has been doing decently so far. There is a Mexican wave starting up at the ground at the moment, which is pretty awesome to see. As well, I said pretty awesome to see about 560 times on this live stream, but it's been pretty awesome to see, I guess you could say, but that's going to be claimed there by Italy. A little bit loose, though, now only a couple meters out now. Almost straight on the ball is Ethan de Groot, but it is still going to be available for Italy, only a couple meters out. Kieran Crowley coaches Italy, Hamish, as well, says McKenna. And now at this stage, they are only going to be 5 meters out. Italy looking like they will be kicking it. That's a penalty, though, for the player not rolling away. And that time, it was up against Tupavai. He's had a very rough game, I guess you could say as well. We have got that Crowley looks motionless. Fozzie looks slightly pissed off as well. I feel like it'll be more than slightly the way that it has been going. But Tupavai, I feel like that's about the 4th penalty that he has given away in this fixture so far. We have got there in the chat as well. Isn't Kieran Crowley, Italy coach? Hi all as well, says Victor. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Hope you are having a great night. We have got plenty more rugby coming on the channel. England versus Tonga is the next game we are going to be covering, followed by Wales versus South Africa. And then to close out the morning, I guess you could say, here in New Zealand, it is going to be France versus Argentina. But I will mention anyone who is new, be sure to leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of this game, or not the end of this game, sorry, but the end of the night of fixtures for the rugby. So if you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We haven't got there. How much time left, says El Diablo. At this stage, there is still another 18 minutes left for a few more. Game is shockingly close as well, says Steve Smith. Yeah, I feel like, I'll be honest, the score in the Ireland versus Japan game is probably what a lot more people were expecting for this one, because Ireland are winning at 41-0, whereas in the game here, 21 points to New Zealand, 9 to Italy. I feel like that was a score that I was kind of expecting for the Ireland-Japan game. Offload there, Finlay Christie taking it. He has got Sevu Reece with him now, and it's the drawing pass. Sevu Reece back in the pace. Has he got enough of it? He's going to be tackled, but he has put the ball down, and that's going to be Sevu Reece scoring at 62 minutes in, and they have been able to get their first try of the second half. And it was Sevu Reece who was able to score at the counter-attack from the All Blacks. I feel like that's something they've got to keep on using, because anytime Italy's defence has been set, they haven't really been able to pierce through it. Oh, yeah, it's got the Japan have got the try as well, says Assassin. I will go back and I will check that one out. They have indeed. It is going to be Fafita who was able to score it there. So everyone's scoring at the moment in this game. A nice offload off a Tuanga Fussy lad as well from Johnny Blaze. And also we have got there Christie and Sevu, yeah, linking up very nicely, those two. And now because of it, it is going to be the fourth try of the match. Sevu Reece is a little bit down though. Looks like maybe calf injury for that man. Doesn't look too flash. So maybe they decide not to risk him and go for Geordie Barrett maybe going out there. Have a bit of a reshuffle. It looks like his night is going to be over, Sevu Reece. If his tour is over, that once again means that that would be the second injury that they have got for this match, the All Blacks, due to Brad Weber being the other man. But it was Minozzi who was really trying hard to chase him down. And in the end, I believe it was the knee of Sevu Reece just kind of twisted the wrong way there. And Sevu is such a beast as well. And I think they're going to break as well, says Rio Game. And also we have got their Sevu and Christie. And also try from Steve Smith there. Now at this stage, Richie Mo'unga will be taken on this kick. Struck it well. It's gone straight down the middle as well. So now at this stage, it is going to be 28 points to the All Blacks, 9 to Italy. What a disappointing scoreline as well, says Crazy and said. Tell you what, there'll be a few people who possibly aren't too happy about staying up till 2 a.m. to be able to see it. But at this stage, Sevu Reece looks like he is going to be continuing, so that is a bonus. But around the side, off a Tuanga Fussy, getting that go forward, offloading to Christie, and then inside ball to Sevu Reece, who then backed himself to be able to make it to the line. He had Christie with him if he needed him, but then it was just that awkward fall for Sevu Reece that did cause the problems, but he is still out on the field, and he is way worse than the calf. That sucks as well, says Greet the Sacred Cow. And also we have got their darkest and lightest. And also we have got their, they have a hitman on Damien as well. Well, they put a hitman on Damien, says Patrick here. At this stage, hasn't had the best game, Damien McKenzie at 15 throughout this one, but now it is going to be just outside of their own 22 here. Italy putting up the high ball. That is a massive kick as well. Who wants it at this stage? It looks like Mo'unga lines it up, and he does take it nicely. Passes it across to Damien McKenzie, who goes for the kick and behind, looking for the 50-22. Doesn't quite find it, though. And that is going to be Italy taking the quick throw now. So it's really showing the fact that they are willing to really try and push the pace in this game. Offload on the inside to Monty Ioane now. Good tackle on him by Whitelock and Tuanga Fussy, though. Passing it back across field now. It is a replacement 21, and now using their back line nicely. Good hands there from, I believe it was the Oligio. I believe it was. Now at this stage, Mori passes it back across field for Italy. If they can get together, I believe the most that they've had in this match is 10 phases. So if they can do that again, they would be very happy indeed. And now it looks like they're going to be running it out from just outside of their 22. Now backing himself there. It was Brex. Still available for them on the short side, out to Monty Ioane once again, trying to step back on the inside. Very nicely done, Monty Ioane going through, and he has got the quick feet still going forward. Monty Ioane 35 metres out, and it's going to be Italy once again with the pass across field. I believe that is, is that Tupavai? No, it's Quintupai down on the far side, but now Minozzi stepping back on the inside, tackled by Sam Cane, and straight on the ball, Shannon Frizzell wins the penalty for the All Blacks. Well, it's got there the Italian job on display as well, says Steve Smith there, and I think that's a record 92 tries in the calendar year as well, says David. Yeah, they were. Well, a lot of people were thinking that they would be bringing up the 100 tries after this match, but Italy have certainly proven that they are a side that can't really be underestimated. Monty Ioane, he's a phenomenal player. He just kept on stepping, kept on finding his way forward as well. Japan once again going to have a kick for the touchline, but they have missed it, unfortunately, for them. Go Japan, says Novmum there as well. And Foster is an amazing coach, says the Daily News and Vibe. And also we have got there 92 tries in a year, damn, as well, says Assassin. And also we have got there, I would hate to get a two-man tackle as well, says McKenna. Now, once again, they are going to be marching for Whitelock, tackled hard. 45 metres out here for the All Blacks. Once again on the attack, Sam Kane there. That might almost be, no, not quite, an obstruction penalty. Quinta Pye now once again going to be running out of the line. He was a little bit slow getting up earlier on, and it looks like he is also slow getting up here. So maybe Geordie Barrett will come on to replace him in the later stages of this one. Now Richie Mo'unga once again trying to get the go forward. David Arveli, one of his first carries. Geordie Barrett is actually already out there, so he will not be replacing Quinta Pye. But now McKenzie passes it back to Christie. Bounce pass into the hands of a Safa Mo'u. Straight in, trying to run straight through the Italian defence. Decent carry for that man once again. Now it's going to be Mo'unga looking to the short side. Quinta Pye now marching his way forward. Good carry. Able to get up to the 40-metre line now. Christie once again going back to the right-hand side. McKenzie off to Tuanga Fussy. Drops the head. He is tackled by Luca Biggie, but it is going to be the advantage to New Zealand now. McKenzie with the step trying to get around the players, but once again, they are going to shut them down pretty early. Richie Mo'unga lined up. They have still got the advantage. 50 metres. Finley Christie was like, I'll just have a shot at the ref and throw it into his face. We have what's got there. Yo, brother, just tuned in. How's the game going as well, says Maxie. At this stage, not the way that a lot of people thought it would for the All Blacks at this stage. They have had about 15 handling errors, also given away about 10 penalties in this fixture as well. So, yeah, it certainly hasn't gone the way that they were expecting, but they are still going to be able to win this game, but just not quite as much as they would have been expecting. Took AB's 14 years to break a Springboks record as well, says Sharp. And also we have got there in the chat as well, Finley Christie passing the ball to the ref, and also ref ate it like a champ, says McKenna there. Also we have got there, Finley Christie is just so cute. Look at him go as well, says Katie. And yes, since coming off the bench for Brad Weber's HIA, who actually failed it, which is a big shame, which does mean they will only have a couple options. And now it's a rolling maul, and it's a Safa Mo'u just breaking through the middle, and he's going to score the try now for the All Blacks. That one kind of came out of nowhere, but a Safa Mo'u able to score it as well. So at this stage, Dane Coles and a Safa Mo'u both able to score themselves a try. And this one, we will add that one. Safa Mo'u able to get it, goes straight through with a drop kick from Richie Mo'unga just to keep that momentum going for the ABs, because they want to keep that pace going. And a Safa Mo'u straight through the middle. De Groot had it, passes it back there to a Safa Mo'u, and then from there they just ended up breaking off, and he just drove forward a Safa Mo'u. He would have been very hard to stop from there, that is for sure. But 35 now to the New Zealand, and also, hey, Norm, how you do as well, says Katie Dixon. Then a Safa should be a centre. His brother Levi Mo'u, I believe he's his brother. Anyway, but it is going to be interesting to see what he can do in the future due to the fact that he's a very talented player as well. He's a unit, and he does play on the centres as well. So we have got the Safa Mo'u with the fire emoji from Sebastian there as well. Now it is going to be kicked off by Italy. I believe it is going to be Kana who is kicking that one off, but try for a Safa Mo'u, and 35 points now to the All Blacks, 9 to Italy. That one's going to be a big kick down. Feldman Aussie going to be lining up this one inside of his own 22 here. Do they decide to counter, or do they kick it for the touchline? It looks like he is kicking it out, and now it will be the line out for the All Blacks. Once again, we have got there. It's about time the ABs finally let loose in the last 20 minutes, and Italy play a 60-minute game. All Blacks 80 minutes as well. See Steve Smith, and also we have got their spots room. Yes, an absolute must in one's house as well. Says Katie Dixon, and then also we have got there in the chat. Not bad, Katie. I thought the game was at 7 boo as well. Says Maxie. Yeah, at this stage we have got plenty more rugby coming tonight, though. There is Tonga versus England that will be kicking off in only about an hour or so time. In fact, only 45 minutes time. Richie Mo'unga, beautiful ball there. Drawn pass, and Hoskins Tutu now is going to be scoring the try here for the All Blacks. And they've been able to pick themselves up another one in quick succession. Only 70 minutes now. And that is going to be another one. Hoskins Tutu is the man who was able to score it. So they're really starting to pour it on. Is it the subs that are making the difference, or is it just the fact that Italy might be slowing down? We have also got there. Hey, Katie, have you got your jabs yet as well, says Patrick? And also we have got there. Hopefully ABs play a lot better against Ireland and France as well. And also we have got there. Hi as well from a CEO. Welcome into the live stream, mate. Anyone who is new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is hugely appreciated. All the support you guys have been showing on these live streams. We have got 3 more international rugby fixtures that we are going to be covering on the channel tonight. It is going to be England-Tonga, then the next match, Wales-South Africa. That is a big one. And then the third match that we are going to be covering on the channel, or the fourth and final, I should say, is going to be France versus Argentina, and then Scotland versus the Wallabies. It will be tomorrow night as well. How many tries can we score in the last 10 minutes as well, says Maxi? I think the All Blacks will be aiming for another 2 or 3 at least, because of the fact that I think they need it, just so that if they get the 50 points, then people won't be as upset, I guess you could say, even though like people who watch the game will know that they didn't go the best throughout a lot of the match. But for those who just look at the scoreline, they'll be like, oh, okay, 58 points to 9, decent from the All Blacks. Like that was about expected. But they will need a few more. Great to see that smile from Ian Foster as well. Says that Jake there, and also we have got there in the chat as well. Do you think Kane Williamson Black Caps will be able to beat Afghanistan and India's hope of the World Cup? All three countries are 1.63 billion praying for Black Caps loss as well, says Cody. I feel like Afghanistan are one of those sides that you can't underestimate. Rashid Khan, Majip as well is going to be another one to watch out for with the ball in hand. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can do it. I feel like they should be able to win it, but you can never tell in a cricket fixture. Definitely not part of the World Cup as well. And now David Havili going back across. Geordie Barrett going to be put in the boot to ball and has given that an almighty boot, but it's going to be taken nicely now by Carlo Kana. Going up high once again with the box kick opportunity. It's going to be Richie Mo'unga trying to line it up. Not able to take it. He ended up doing a full pirouette there. Richie Mo'unga, give him a 10 out of 10 for that one. But Christie now going back into the hands of Geordie Barrett. And he has once again kicked it back downfield. So they're really playing the territory game now, the All Blacks as well. They're trying to trap Italy inside of their own 22, and then they have to kick it into touch, and then they get the line-out attack. And 231 watching, only 84 likes. Press like, help the channel as well, says Maxie. You heard the man. If you haven't already, be sure to leave that like. We are aiming for 100 likes before the end of this live stream. So if you do want to help us out, please do. And also, we are hopefully going to be able to make our way into the 500 subscribers by the end of this one as well. Or not the end of this match, but the end of the night of rugby, I should say. But Richie Mo'unga now gives it off to Quinta Paya, offloaded back to George Bridge, shut down nicely by Monty Ioane. He's been on fire throughout this match for Italy. Finley Christie now passes back. Richie Mo'unga inside ball to Barrett, normally linking up with a different Barrett. Richie Mo'unga, when him and Bowden last week, we were both trying to get something going. Hoskins Atutu gets another carry there as well. Now it's going back into the hands of Finley Christie. Richie Mo'unga out to Geordie Barrett, straightening with the run, offload back into the hands of Mo'unga, and now Havili with the step as well, falling over though, so he wasn't quite able to keep that momentum going forward. Finley Christie, I was going to say now, Geordie Barrett with a bit of a step. Advantage offside here for the All Blacks, so they are going to be able to continue to keep this pressure going. It's going to be Ethan de Groot now with the carry driven backwards. And the tackle, oh, nice one there. Little flick on the inside, goes into the hands of Shannon Frizzell. He wasn't even expecting it. Good reflexes from the replacement number 6 to be able to take that one now. Finley Christie once again going back. Mo'unga now to Quinta Paya, wide cutout pass to George Bridge, able to take it very close to the touchline. They're going back, and subscribed and liked, mate, as well, says like Lake Show. So thank you very much, mate. Hugely appreciated for that one as well. And also we have got there in the chat as well, T20 International is intense. Poor India are going to wear the wrath of the masses if they fail as well, says Great the Sacred Cow. Yeah, it's going to be pretty rough. Dane Coles, player of the match here for New Zealand and just in general. I feel like Monty Ioane must have been right there as well, though. We have got there, why are you not wearing your suit today? Suit and tie today. You are a genuine unbiased commentator as well, says Yako. So pretty much it is this case of I've decided that the suit, I'm going to hopefully be wearing it next week when we do get back on the main channel. And I kind of want to have it as a special occasion of that's kind of like the celebratory side of the fact that we are finally able to live stream on there once again. So hopefully that strike will be removed. And we have got the coding his goal here. Our cricket, he's our cricket mate as well. Says Sebastian there. Now, at this stage, there's going to be a marching forth here for the rolling maul for the ABs. Who has got it at the back at the moment? Going back down, and it's a try. Who was it? It is Asafa Mu, who was able to score himself the second try as well of the match. So at this stage, both hookers are able to score themselves too. And Asafa Mu in the 75th has been able to pick up another try here for the All Blacks. It's up to 47 points for the All Blacks and 9 for Italy in this one. We almost got there, bro. Will you do commentary of the Black Caps versus Afghanistan tomorrow as well, says Coding? It's a tough one because if that one gets copyright struck as well, we won't have any live stream channel to be able to live stream on as well. He has a suit and Hogwarts robe now as well. And hi, Amish. How are you? Still a good job as well, says Narumo. I'm doing very well, mate. Thank you very much for tuning in. It is currently the middle of the night here in New Zealand, but it's been a very exciting game so far due to the fact that Italy have really pushed the All Blacks throughout most of this match. It's just this last 10 minutes that it is really starting to go, and we have got their Hamish stand up and show us. As I says, Jody Blaze there, and also we have got there the two hookers get 2 tries as well, and the floodgates have a fair open now as well, says Patrick. And also congratulations All Blacks with the new world record as well, says Springbok there. Yeah, this stage, Ireland, for anyone who is interested, they are winning the game 41 points to 5 at that stage. Can they crack the 50, says Novmum? I believe so. I don't think they'll be kicking this ball out if they did get the opportunity. I think they'll go one more attack. And if they can score it within a minute or two, maybe they get one more after that as well. They are just showing here. Safa goes down over the line. Does score himself the try, but now George Bridge taking that one, passing it back across to David Arveli, looking like he was going to be kicking it, but now instead decides that he does want to run it. Going to be shut down by the big props of Italy, though the replacement props who are still relatively fresh as well. Can't wait for South Africa versus Wales as well. Most people underestimating Wales here. That's the thing. They have got Dan Bigger, Liam Williams, and also they will have Lewis Rees-Zammit back as well. So they've got some very good players who will get their opportunity. That's going to be turned over by Sam Cane. And it is now going to be the penalty to the All Blacks with 3 minutes left as well. And by the looks of it, will they take the quick tap or do they kick it for touch? I believe it's actually raining at the moment there in Italy. I didn't realize originally. I'm wondering how long it has been raining for as well. And also we have got the, I love me. From Johnny Laser. Also, Richie missed another kick as well. So it is sitting on 47 points at the moment for the All Blacks. So I believe he has just missed the one so far, I want to say, if I'm not wrong. And also maybe the AB's decided to a World Cup routine and not go hard to save the energy for the other big games as well, says Tania. But they are showing there. Dankos was able to get himself man of the match for this one. A suffer more now. He wants to get himself another try here. He has been shut down just outside of the 22. Ethan de Groot now trying to back himself around the side of the breakdown place for Southland in the Bunnings NPC. They have been struggling a little bit this year, maybe because they have been missing the brute Ethan de Groot, but now that is going to be the penalty for offside there. And also we have got there. Have you had a feed, Hamish? Says Mokino. I did end up having some food before this live stream, but we will probably end up having a snack in between maybe about the third and fourth live stream or somewhere around there. Once again, just throwing a Safamoa at the line. Ofa Toanga Fussy around the side, trying to pierce the line as well. If the All Blacks can score now, they will have a chance of getting themselves maybe one more before the end of the match. But now David Arveli, little grubber in behind. It's going to be sitting up for Quinton Pai as well. Has he been able to get a no? Instead, Italy are going to be able to hang on to it. No, they're going back for the penalty for offside against the All Blacks. Next week is going to be a great game. I can just feel it as well, says Assassin. Yeah, that's going to be a very good one. Ireland versus the All Blacks. Also next week, we are going to have the game taking place between England and Australia. Two massive fixtures that are going to be taking place. And yeah, I'm very, very excited for it. Well, third and fourth as well. Third or fourth Euro machine, bro, as well, says McKenna. And Italy versus Argentina could be a closer contest than we thought. They didn't do bad at all as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like if Argentina can find themselves any form of momentum in the early stages of that game up against France, they will try and use that to their advantage to be able to carry over like into the, I guess you could say the second half, because that game's taking place at 9 a.m. New Zealand time. But I feel like France, with Dupont, with Intermac, and all of those other players, Siku Makalu coming off the bench, I feel like it's going to be a good chance. Oh, good little bit of a carry there. Is Finlay Christie. Okay, Finlay Christie's looking a little bit wobbly. Please tell me he hasn't failed his HIA, because if he will, that means that they will only have one halfback as an option for the upcoming one. But Finlay Christie looks like he's actually got a shoulder injury here. That one's going to be a big kick in behind from Richie Mo'unga. 30 seconds left. And this one now, good step from Damian McKenzie. Gets straight back onto the ball as well. And it's a penalty to Italy for the player leaving his feet. We have got there Richie Mo'unga, prima ballerina as well, says Tania. And also we have got there Argentina doesn't have the best record against Italy, says Rio Gamer. They've actually gone for the quick tap there, Italy. So they are continuing to keep that momentum, trying to get it rolling and see if they can score themselves their first try of the match. Yeah, really exciting games. That's a penalty, though, to the All Blacks 80 minutes into this one. Finlay Christie takes the quick tap, and the All Blacks now going to be using their backline one more time. Richie Mo'unga now got George Bridge on the outside, just shuffling sideways at the moment, going to be dragged down. Can they bring up the 50 points in this game for the All Blacks? Now it's going to be Tupavai. Geordie Barrett just drops it, and that is going to be the end of the game. And 47 points to the All Blacks, 9 to Italy. Not the result that we were expecting, I don't think. I said 61-8, so not so bad as well. I knew 100 was off the cards as well, says Greek, the Sacred Cow. And also we have got there New Zealand number 1 in the world, thanks to Ian Foster as well, says Badger. Also, it will be interesting, though, because of the fact that we will get to see maybe get into the situation of if Wales lose to South Africa, I think they will end up going up as well. I never give up as well, says Phil. And also we have got there, the score doesn't flatter Italy's work ethic in this game. Bloody well played in Italy as well, says McKenna. Yeah, when you look at kind of the timing, like in terms of Safa 69th, 75th, and also the 70th minute for Hoskins Satudo, I feel like those numbers there kind of mean that, like, if it wasn't for that last 10 minutes, Italy were actually running this match as well. He's proud of his pettiness as well, says Johnny Blaze there, and also we have got there in the chat as well. GG, says Steve Smith, and okay, so they've just about redeemed themselves as well, says Tony, and by now everyone in the All Black squad has played it if I'm right as well. Yeah, they have, although Finley Christie, it looked like he had a little bit of a shoulder injury, so hopefully that is nothing too serious, or else they will end up possibly only having Perenara for their next game as well. What's got there? I hope Italy scores at least one try. They deserve it as well. Says Aiden there. And is Finley Christie okay? By the looks of it, he just had a hug from David Havili. So I'd assume if he's going like that, shouldn't be too bad at this stage. Great game, great performance. Would have loved an Italian try though as well, says Sebastian there. And don't forget the score. Very bad performance as well, says Driss. Yeah, I think the only thing saving the All Blacks is the fact that people will look at it and go, oh, they got 47 points, decent. But we will know that Italy, they really pushed the All Blacks in this one, but I will mention this is almost the end of this live stream. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well. We are going to be right back with England taking on Tonga as the next fixture that we are going to be covering on the Kiwi Lad Sport channel. And also, if you haven't already, be sure to check out the main channel, which is the one that we kind of cover all of the other rugby that has taken place as well. But now at this stage, I am quickly going to give you guys the link to that next live stream that we are going to be doing on the Kiwi Lads channel. Let's see how many people we can have there when it is going to be kicking off. Amazing game as well, says Phil there. And I have gone like that and like that. There we go. That is the link to go to the next live stream that we are going to be starting in a very short moment. How much does South Africa have to beat Wales to go top? I believe they only really have to beat them due to the fact that they are second ranked at the moment. So I would say only maybe like 10 points or something like that. Or maybe a little bit more due to the fact that Wales, I'd say 20 points should do it. Cheers, Hamish, 10 stream as well, says Steve Smith. And also, we have got there another try, says Assassin. And 97 likes, y'all. Let's make it to 100. So we are only 3 short as well of that one. Italy improving every season as well, says he makes sure. Yeah, they played well in this game, that is for sure. And also, bro, I'll see you at 6:30. Going to have a little sleep. Cheers, Hamish, for the call as well, says Bikino. No worries, mate. And that will be the 6:30 game between Wales and South Africa as well. I think the combinations didn't match up, says Patrick. Yeah, they didn't work as well as they did for the game up against the USA, in terms of the fact that Quintupai and Brayden Enoch in the centre worked very well for that game. Although this one, I would say it didn't quite do what we thought that we would see. We always got that good game. Maybe see you soon for England versus Tonga as well, says Great the Sacred Cow. And also love the show. Thanks for the commentary. I'll be back. Very good fun as well, says Dania. So thank you very much. And yeah, hopefully you guys will be joining us for that one in a short moment. But we won't just be covering Italy. No, sorry, that's the wrong team. We did cover Italy, but we won't just be covering England versus Tonga as the match. We are also going to be talking about Fiji versus Spain at the same time. Joshua Tuisova coming off the bench on the later stage of that one. Good on ABs, and thank you for the commentary as well from the bottom of my heart as well. Cindy, no worries. Thank you very much for tuning in. It is hugely appreciated. And also we have got there in the chat as well. See you soon, man, says Assassin. And in quarter 3 to go as well, says Sebastian, or for 1 and then 4. For the predictions there. And also we have got the New Zealand versus Pakistan in the final with the T20. And also just imagine that the ABs have a problem versus Italy's Ross defense as well. And also we have got their CU for the Wales versus South Africa clash there as well. And also we have got their Fiji in the chat from Late Show. So yeah, we are going to be covering that game slightly on the channel as well. But like I mentioned, anyone who hasn't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button on the main channel and also this channel, because we are going to be back in only around, what time? 9 minutes time. 9 minutes time is our next live stream. I was just looking at it. 9 minutes until we are going to be coming back, and that is going to be talking all things about the next game that is going to be coming up, and also, talking about this game as well while we are at it. But thank you all very much for tuning in. Yeah, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you all in a very short moment as well. But we will put there in the chat once again the Kiwi Lad Sport. That is where you can find the next live stream, England versus Tonga. We'll have to wait and see how that one goes. But thank you all very much for tuning in, and I will see you all for the next one.